People deluded, I'm back again. Good evening to those of you in the UK. I hope everybody's doing well and safe. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, depending on who you are and whatever region you're obviously locked in and viewing from. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, and welcome to my watch along of the Real Madrid versus Atalanta second leg of the Champions League. Now, if you watched the first leg, we all know what happened. We know Atalanta, well, in my opinion, they were hard done by, being reduced to 10 men. Regardless of being reduced to 10 men or not, I think they dominated the game. You know, I think Real Madrid were the bystanders. I think Real Madrid were at Atalanta's mercy, so they should be believing in themselves. That being said, fundamentally, Real Madrid, late on in the game, courtesy of Mendy, as we all saw, was able to score. So they got that vital away goal, and now it's all to play for in the home leg for Real Madrid. Like I said, if I'm at Atalanta, I believe I could score. Obviously, we all saw a major upset already in that Porto did an absolute madness against Juventus over those two legs. So there's inspiration. Football isn't one on paper, it's one on a football field, and they should rise to the occasion. They've got nothing to lose. You know, there's probably a lot of pressure already on Zidane's job, and you can imagine if he was to lose today or somehow go out, you know, the writing's kind of on the wall. So I'm keen to see what happens. And I'd also like to say thank you to you lot, because obviously, if you notice, those of you that are eagle-eyed, you know, I was initially going to do a Manchester City versus Gladbach, and you lot gave it down to you lot to vote. And you lot said, Deluge, what are you doing, man? Has to be a live stream, live watch along for this. So, like I said, thank you very much for participating in that vote. The people have spoken. And once again, welcome to the Real Madrid versus Atalanta live stream. There's 15 of you locked in, you know. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Just under half an hour until kickoff in this Champions League tie. It's nice to actually be able to watch a game of football just as a neutral, like have no relevance to it. Whatever happens to both teams, whatever talking points, Arsenal are relevant to this, and it's the Champions League. I definitely wish I was in this competition. Again, in relation to who I would like to win, I don't really care. You know, I'm obviously, if you know historically what Real Madrid's been about. I do like the underdogs, as does every neutral. I think Atalanta are a good football inside. I think Gasperini, you know, deserves a lot more plaudits for the last, you know, things he's been doing for Atalanta as a football club and the way they've been playing. You know, it's been a madness. I remember that campaign they first initially they qualified domestically in terms of Serie A to qualify for the Champions League. That was when I was really taking in Atalanta and what they had. I think they used to have Mancini at centre half. I think he went to Roma. I don't know where he's at now. So I'm a fan of good football, and I think there's, you know, both teams should think there's reason to believe they can win. You know, again, it sounds cliche and it is the obvious, but we're at the halfway point in the tie. Big up to everybody locked in so far. Pleasure to see you again, Peter, and thank you very much for being in my live streams earlier. What have you said, my guy? What have you said? I get emotional when I hear the Champions League tune. Arsenal are killing me, bro. You, me, and everybody else. I'm at the point now, I don't even know what the Champions League theme tune is anymore. I can hear that Europa League one ringing in my ear consistently. It is what it is, man. J.A. has said, would you take Gasperini at Arsenal, quality manager? If things were different and there was that, you know, that decision to be made, I would. Fundamentally, good football, and he's getting the best out of, with all due respect to Atlanta, they're hardly household names. You know, he's getting them playing good football. He's getting something out the side. Of course, I'm not watching them week in, week out to tell you all his strengths and weaknesses, but for the basis of he can play football, he likes to play football. I see a lot of coaching, and he's able to kind of work with what he has. That makes him a candidate. And you know, every Italian manager is worth their weight in gold, really and truly, in today's football and in football in general. Again, you know, he's a master tactician. He's been around the block. He commands respect. And like I said, man, they played Real Madrid off the park, regardless of being down to 10 men. Obviously, it means nothing because they're not going through right now, but it is what it is. Like Marmadou has said, please make sure you're smashing those like buttons, people. Football Chance has said, DG, I think you should play Football Manager. Would be a 6 series on this channel and would suit you. Admittedly, doing it on YouTube wasn't the plan, but it is going to happen on Twitch. I'm just trying to fix up a couple things and all of that, and we're getting going. It probably would. I'm not sure you actually want to see me though, because yeah, you see, mate, I'm here shouting out at my Arsenal team. Do you know what? I should load it up and show you my Arsenal team. But you know, I'm trying to get Mbappe. I've done an absolute madness for Arsenal. I'm on the Chelsea thing in Football Manager. I get some young players from all over the world. 2%, if that, probably have a realistic chance of playing for me. The rest are being sold for profit, and you stack your money for a couple of years. You know, it took me 4 years to win the title. It is what it is. Big up to everybody that's hit the like button and everybody tuning in. As Omar has said, 27 views, 30 likes. That's a great start. We're there, man. What has my guy said? He said, big up Deluded. Let's hope we have Odegaard in the Champions League next season. I appreciate you, my guy. I hope we do. Is that Soho Square in your picture, by the way? Crazy, man. If it is Soho Square, then yeah, man. It's if you know, you know. Please let me know if that's actually Soho Square in your display. But you're right, man. Hopefully we have him. You know, we need to qualify for the Champions League. Probably at best winning the Europa League, and that's easier said than done. But hopefully, my dude, man. Hopefully. Big up yourself and thank you very much for tuning in. Obviously, I hope Arsenal can get into the Champions League, but we've been down this stage. And for me to really believe we can do that, I need to see a similar performance beyond the obvious against Chelsea and stuff. 10 Downing Street, apologies. It looks crazy. Well, yeah, man. It shows what I know about London. Where's Elliot said? Anyone made any money on Cheltenham races today? Not me, but if anybody knows how to, then let me know. Someone drop a little birdie. I'd love to make a few quid if possible, but no. I haven't. So yeah, man. You lot, I might as well show you the line. I'm gonna show you lot the lineup shortly, people. Just need to find it, really. I'm not even gonna sit here and cap to you. 34 likes, 36 views. We're off to a great start, people. In relation to the lineup, I might as well just pull it on the screen for you guys, people. Apologies. Now, I've went through the trouble of finding several. So as you can see, in terms of Real Madrid, you know, you've got Courtois in, well, you got the manager in Zidane, Courtois, Sergio Ramos is over his injury problems and captains the side. You've got Varane, you've got Nacho, you've got Toni Kroos, you've got Benzema, you've got Modric, you've got Valverde, you've got Lucas Vasquez, you've got Vinicius Jr., and you've got Mendy. You know, Real Madrid is Real Madrid. I can't lie. I do think the squad needs major surgery. When I do watch them, they're not a bad football inside, but I don't really see any catalyst. It does look like, it's, as much as you can say it, and I know Modric and Kroos, they're quality players, but they can't essentially rely on them. I don't really see building for the future. I know they've bought a lot of wonder kids, and you can see about 2 involved in this matchday squad. You know, Rodrigo's on the bench, Vinicius Jr. is there. None of them have really hit the heights. Like, for whatever reason, you know, even Valverde, he's a quality player. He hasn't really hit the heights this season. Casemiro is out, as you lot know, people suspended from the first leg. But as I was saying with the young players, you know, Rodrigo's a bad boy footballer. I think Vinicius Jr. is decent, but I don't really rate him like that. And, you know, them two, they've hardly set the world alight since moving to Europe. They got that Brazilian youth who's also at Dortmund. You know, I love Odegaard, but if we throw him into the Real Madrid thing, none of these little wonder kids have really taken off. So Ceballos and Asensio, of course. You know, this keeper on the bench, Luna, is meant to be a decent keeper. You know, it's sad to see Marcelo on the bench, but the game's left him. You know, I think they need to, you know, Isco, I don't know what's happening with him, but it is what it is. And Real Madrid, you know, I'm sure Zidane would tell them it weren't good enough. Let's be real. It wasn't good enough for them in the first leg. There's no daylight between the two sides. There's still a lot to play for. And again, Atlanta should relish being the underdogs and having nothing to lose and look to make this 90-minute encounter every bit of uncomfortable for Real Madrid. Again, you get one goal, you're instantly in this. Real Madrid know they probably have to get a second, but at the same time, you can't go all guns blazing and things. So that's the Real Madrid lineup, people. In relation to Atlanta, where have I got it? Atalanta's one's here. You know, you've got Morial. He's been in decent form, looking at their side. Didn't this used to play for Liverpool? I could be wrong. He's done all right. I think he was at Juventus, the centre half. He's all right. Admittedly, I don't know really these players apart from watching Atlanta. I don't know them name for name and all of those sort of things. But again, what I get from that is what I want to see as a neutral. What I want to see from the last game, man, free flowing football to a degree, fearless, a bit naive at times, because there were times Atalanta could have conceded a bit more. But I like the Atalanta side, and with all respect to them, you look at them, there's not too many world beaters. That's again why I rate Gasperini, because he's coaching, and again he's playing exciting football. And again, when you're Italian and you're playing in the Italian league, you don't leave nothing to chance in terms of tactics. Again, these are all things I'm sure a lot of people would like to say about their team, but that's their lineup. And again, you know, they should believe in themselves. They play football. You know, you're still in. It's essentially 0-0. You score, you make things complicated. Suddenly, advantage can be with you. Again, I don't know for the COVID measures and all of those sort of things, but I don't know if the fans are going to be there. I don't think fans are going to be there. It's a bit sad because these are the games the Atalanta fans, you know, that 12th man can do a madness for you. You know, I wouldn't write them off. It's not the Real Madrid we've seen of previous years, but that being said, Real Madrid is still quality. Moving back to the Real Madrid team. Yes, Hazard is injured, allegedly, where you saw he wasn't going to be fit. Apparently, he needs surgery. It's a bit sad. Goat is saying, when is Hazard not injured? And Hazard hasn't really had a sniff of things realistically at Real Madrid since he's moved. He hasn't done anything of note. His stock seems to have fallen. And again, that kind of highlights mismanagement of funds right now. It is what it is, man. H, I hope you're doing good as well. I appreciate that you've returned and things like that. Liam is saying he's excited about this. Broski, hopefully, man. Hopefully it's an exciting game. I don't want it to be them ones where we oversell it. Again, I do think there'll be a bit of nervousness, and to a degree, the opening stages, both teams might cancel each other out. But I want to see what was in the first leg, to be fair with you. I think that was a good game, really and truly. What were you saying, my guy? I have Glamantor. I can't say that word, but I believe that's a TV show or something. And you in my ear, appreciate you, my guy. Pause. Obviously, I appreciate you for tuning in, Liam. And yeah, man, you lot gas me when you say things like that. Oh, I've muted the commentary because I want to hear you and things like that. I appreciate all of those kind words, people. 41 of you locked in. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, people. Kickoff is about 18 minutes away over here in the UK, people. My maths is poor, but I'm pretty sure that is the time. 44 likes, keep it going, people. We're off to a great start. Apologies, people. I didn't even get to finish my tea. What have you said? Is that confirmed? What are you referring to, my dude? Oh, Ronaldo heading back to Real Madrid. That'll be quite the sign. But then again, like I kind of touched on in the earlier podcast, Liam, thanks for cluing me up on that. I'll do my research on the team, no disrespect. But like I was saying, Peter, I don't mind that. As a neutral, obviously, it started off as paper talk. Zidane hasn't ruled it out for whatever reason. I actually think that might keep Zidane a job if he is going to be sacked. Because let's be real, it's not right. But when Ronaldo and these sort of players, when they move, if they want the manager to be patterned, then if Ronaldo, in my opinion, says, listen, Zidane has to stay at least for another 6 months, then he stays. But one has to wonder, and again, I know they need surgery, but just based on the rumors, they're getting Haaland, they're getting Pogba, they're still in for Neymar, they're bringing back Ronaldo, there's talk of Mbappe. Obviously, they're not going to get all of these guys, but definitely if you sign Ronaldo, yeah, it might bang and it might be the Ronaldo of whatever, but it doesn't scream longevity really and truly. Obviously, you get your marketing, you might make the difference, but like you saw with Juventus, that isn't necessarily going to immediately make you challenges for the Champions League again. And also in terms of even in Serie A, Juventus for a variety of reasons are having making a meal of trying to retain this title, to put it nicely. So yeah, man, it is what it is. I just look at that. It needs surgery, man. Not even just star players as well. It needs couple just competent players in the Real Madrid team. It's probably it's probably the worst I've seen Real Madrid in my lifetime of competency. And I'm only 25, so of course there's a bit of an exaggeration with that, people. So it is what it is. AK the producer, shout out you, my guy. I'm good, man. I'm excited to watch football and be live streaming from a neutral point of view with you guys and have no relevance to this game from an Arsenal perspective. So yeah, man, it's exciting, to be here. Obviously, I'm going to be doing Chelsea versus Atletico Madrid tomorrow as well. And then, it goes without saying, of course, I'm going to be here for Arsenal. So it's live streams galore, essentially, really and truly. 46 likes. I appreciate everybody locked in so far, folks. Apologies, people. Just changing something. Tags, people. Just changing up some tags. There we go. Let's leave that. Sorry, people. But yeah, man, get your questions and get everything else going in. Man said, what's your workout routine, DG? What are you saying? The guns are out. Oh, no, I've been Jim's done a madness, but just push ups, sit ups, dips, the same old ish, man. That sort of stuff, really and truly. They need to make room on the bench for Bell when Spurs send him back. You reckon they're going to send him back or not see another loan spell? I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate, shooting things off, man. Big up River Wildy said, sold the water and lime tonight. It's not the same, but it will do. As a part Italian Scot, I'm hoping for an Atalanta win. You know, when you say that earlier, you know, part Italian, part Scot, that's quite the background. And, you know, say it with your chest, my guy, man. I love you, but pause. Say it with your chest, man. You want Atalanta to win, full stop, man. And I want to see an upset, really. You know, if Real Madrid win, they win, innit? I'm not supporting anyone, but I want the game to liven up, man. I'm tired of seeing games where it gets your blood pressure rising and it has all to do with Arsenal. I want to see a madness. Big up yourself, AM. I appreciate that. You're watching the City game. That was what I was going to initially live stream for, but the people spoke in it. You lot said this was the game, and because of you lot now, I bet Man City versus Gladbach is the game that is all topsy-turvy and things like that. Man said, don't think Bell cares about Real. I don't think he cares about any of that. I think if they'll play him, he'll pattern up. But he's on this peace thing, innit? It don't matter to him, really and truly. Elliot said, hopefully Tini has let Bell out of his pocket. Run it up, my guy. Run it up, my guy, man. Peter said he'll go out on loan or be sold if Zidane is still there for sure. Benzema will save Real Madrid, to be fair. I got a feeling of that as well. And it's so mad you said that, Mamadou, because just as you said that, BT are now starting to show Benzema and whatnot. And you can't not like Benzema, innit? He's got the streets. He's prolific in the Champions League. I wish I had it to hand, but I'm sure if he scores today, he hits some sort of landmark. Is he at 70 Champions League goals? He could be. I could be wassing it, but I'm sure if he scores today, it's a landmark for him in this competition. Big up Stylish you. Again, you're always in the live streams. I appreciate you. Fresh Princess said score predictions, DG. Sorry, man, that juice was good. But if I had to bet life savings, I think 2-0 Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid, you know, Ramos is there, Benzema's there. There's no romance in football. They're just going to pattern that up quick time. I think I'm saying 2-0 Real Madrid, 3-0 on aggregate. My heart, the Arsene Wenger sort of stuff I see in me and the beautifulness in the game. I want to see a 2-1 Atalanta, you know. I want to see them under the cosh first 10 minutes, equalize after that. It's looking like extra time and penalties and Zapata or someone just does a thing. You know, get your score predictions in, people. You know, Liam is saying 3-1 Real Madrid again. You know, if I was betting money, that's it. Em is saying, you know what? He's probably suggesting it will be a struggle, but 1-0 Real Madrid, they'll do what they need to do. Mama do 100% right. Benzema is a baller. I wouldn't say world class. You know what? The world class one, you lot are gonna get me in trouble. You lot killed me when I said Aubameyang wasn't world class, people. So I don't want to talk about nothing with world class. You lot killed me. You know, you could say in today's football he's been world class, but as I've got older, I can't lie. I think that term's thrown around quickly, too easily. So I'm of the thinking now. I'm just gonna throw out two names, and it might be harsh. But if you're not Messi, Ronaldo, then that's world class for me. And if you want to exclude them, because fair enough, them players, they are not human. If you ain't an R9, a Thierry Henry, you know, people of this ilk, then I reserve the world class thing. And I think Benzema's a quality player, you know. In fact, for me, the streets is what my heart is saying is world class. My brain is saying I throw that around too much myself. So it is what it is, man. So I don't think he is. I don't think he quite is in today's day. But he's a quality player, man. His work rate's underrated. I think it's a shame, obviously, what happened with the French national team and all of those sort of things, because I think the man would have a World Cup there. But it is where it is. He's got a lot of Champions Leagues. You know, Benzema's one of my favorite players. I'm sure those of you that, you know, a lot of you are older than me, but Benzema's one of the few footballers. I'm seeing more now, but like growing up, I actually watched him grow up, like Rooney as well. I saw him go from a 16-year-old to this, and I've seen Benzema from being a teenager. Remember when he was in the Champions League with Lyon and all of those things? He moved to Real Madrid and he's been a great player. And what I think is sad for Benzema is obviously when you at Real Madrid and, you know, he's a star in his own right, but there's been Cristiano Ronaldo and that you have to adapt your game. And there's been many players at Barcelona that have been successful in their careers, but when they've went Barca, their inability to tailor their game to Messi has ultimately led to their demise to a degree. Coutinho, amongst other things, I'd probably say Griezmann now, you know, Suarez and Neymar, positive examples of that. David Villa, positive example of that. Benzema, in terms of playing with Real Madrid, for me, to kind of cater and play around Ronaldo, he's never going to like it. You're never going to be the main sort of guy, but I think he's done his stuff, and it's not the same, but I just feel therefore, as an outsider looking in at Real Madrid, I think similar to Neymar not getting credit sometimes when he was playing with Messi, I think Benzema at times has dragged Real Madrid or was dragging Real Madrid, or he might have done a madness and other players are getting the limelight and they're not really rating what he brought to the table. But it is what it is, man. Please make sure you're running up the likes. 129 of you locked in. I appreciate everything. What's just a fan saying? You know, it wouldn't be a night in if I hadn't joined this live stream. Like button hit, support the best content and entertainment on YouTube. Blessing Deluded and the football community. On behalf of everybody also listening, just a fan, you know, we echo that right back at you. Appreciate the kind words, and that sort of stuff is why I keep going. Keep bringing in the score predictions, people. Keep bringing in the score predictions. H is saying, I want to see an Atalanta win. Liam is saying, Duron to score. You got to bet on that. Ryan is saying, anything can happen. Look at Porto. And that's it, Ryan. That's what I believe as well. I want to see some romance. I want it to be a tough game. Kind of want it to be like how the first leg was. You know, like I said again, I'm not even an Atalanta fan, but they were done completely dirty with that red card. There was no need for that. And they still played Real Madrid off the park. Now, playing people off the park doesn't translate to wins. As an Arsenal fan, and you are as well, we know, based on the first leg, you saw that as well. So it is what it is. 2-0 to who, AK, man? 2-0 to who? I'm going to assume you mean Real Madrid. You know, RJ is saying, bro, I fully missed the old Champions League days. There were so many legends playing. It felt proper. Fam, it was, you know, I miss it as well. You know, the old school days of Arsenal actually being in it. You know, we might not have ever won it, but you remember the days we actually used to do madness at grounds? Like, I remember the performances against Inter Milan, the 06 run that ultimately, you know, just led us to the final. You know, we've smacked up Inter Milan before. You know, Thierry Henry did an absolute Mazzolini. There's been some positive examples there, man. I appreciate that, Fresh Prince. I appreciate that. I'm sorry. You know, as you can see, I'm enjoying this lemonade, man. I'm enjoying this lemonade. It's quite hot as well, man. Liam has said, what would you define as world class? I'd say top 10 in your position in the world. I think that's about fair. I might even go a bit further and say top 5. Just whittle that down to top 5. Now, I hear you on the top 10 because it can get political, but maybe top 5, maybe even top 1, you know. You know, for me, there's different brackets of world class, but for me, there's world class, which is Messi, Ronaldo, all of them sort of, man. And then there's just top players, you know. Not being world class doesn't mean you're not a top player. It's just there's something there. You know, that run in 06 was amazing, but obviously it didn't bang for us at all. You know, the top 5 again, like you know, top 5 is there in it. There's top 10's it's a bit like, you know, you could just grab a little 10th one there and it could get subjective. It's all subjective, really and truly. For me, it's first and foremost ability. Second of all, I would say application, in it. Like, I'm obviously the game's gone a bit stats now, in it. Like Messi and Ronaldo have done a madness with all their statistics and goal scoring. But if we was to look back at a lot of the old school legends, I'm telling you, a lot of them could get rubbed out, like Iniesta in terms of goals, for example. But we all know he was world class. So I'd say talent is one thing, but application. And personally, I think in today's day and age, potential is this massive buzzword. You know, this is why players are going for mad fees before when there's like 17, 18, because of what people project they're going to be at 27. You know, I don't feel application is rated in today's day and age, not even in terms of goals and goals and assists and statistics, just in terms of playing good and playing to a high level. I think the game's gonna a bit meaty. Drew say we're in a day and age where we're talking about goalkeepers and centre halves. You know, we don't get you can speak to a couple people about a goalkeeper. They won't ask you has he even got 2 hands, but they'll ask you about his feet first. You know, football's going bad. Then let me not sound like I'm one of those back in my day merchants, like I'm some old man on the porch just talking old war stories. But you get where I'm going, people. You know, world class and generational are different, but to be fair, aren't they the same thing essentially? Because to be world class, isn't it to be generational? And then to be generational, isn't it to be world class? Football's a complex game, and I'm just playing devil's advocate with you, my guy. But my point is, it's deep in it. Like it all depends what you class in it. I can't tell the next man, but I just feel, not even what you lot are saying, I just feel that world class thing is thrown around. I think if there's like 30, 40 players that are world class, but how can anybody be world class, really and truly? So I would probably, what you lot have been saying about the top 5 and things like that is what it is. Oh, Military Greener, big up yourself. You said I guess you're asking me if I trade the Invincibles for a Champions League trophy. pardon my language, I'm a slut for the Champions League. I'll do a lot for a player. If I was a player, I'll do a lot for the Champions League trophy. Pause. And you know, I'll listen. The Champions League is the biggest trophy for me. You know, as a kid, didn't get to reach those dreams, but obviously, like everybody, just speaking for myself, I wanted to win the World Cup and I wanted to win the Champions League, then the Premier League, and obviously I was an Arsenal fan. It gassed me, but Champions League is something different. Would I swap it? No. I might be capping, but no, because it's Invincibles, man. You can't take that away. I do want to swap part of it. Part of me wants to swap that, but no, it's the Invincibles. There's too much. I've got too much vivid memories. I'm too emotionally invested in the Invincibles, really and truly. Carl Smith has said, who is better, Haaland or Mbappe? Let me switch back to the Real Madrid lineup because I clocked you, man, got that on for time. 4 minutes until kickoff. All depends, really. I think Haaland's better as a number 9, you know, playing through that 9. But I think Mbappe is my more sort of player. He's got more stuff to his game and stuff. But both are quality players, man. Man said, would you rather play for Arsenal or England? My club, for sure, people. I had dreams about Arsenal first and foremost, man. That's it. No one repeats it, and that's it. It's the Invincibles, man. Like, I've seen a lot of Champions League winners. I've seen very few Invincibles. Obviously, I got to make it look wavy, but you know, if Arsenal had the Champions League, there'll be nothing no one could say about us. You know, Chelsea being big. Not that I feel Chelsea are a bigger club than us, but people could turn around and say Champions League, this, that, and the third. If we had that, you know, shout out to UEFA for denying this football club that trophy in 2006 and making a young GG cry some serious tears. We was there. Like, could you imagine, you know, getting the woman of your dreams, people, being that close, and then you just see some next guy just go, oh, and it's all gone. Like, that's what it felt like. We was like 20 minutes away from winning that. Vivid memories of Eto'o being offside and Almunia being Almunia. Football is cruel. And that day, my heart really stopped having a heart for any football club, really and truly. That wasn't Arsenal, man. John Doe is saying, gonna watch the City game to scout Zachariah. You know, I believe, well, I've spoken about him before. I was in 06. I was in year 6. So I don't know, however old that is, my guy. I can't really go back in time. But yeah, in relation to the last 18 months with Zachariah, I think he's really turned the corner in terms of his ball playing. So it is what it is. Bro, we were doing a madness and they cheated, man. So Campbell gave us the lead. It was all wavy. Best Arsenal player for me is Thierry Henry. I can't lie. Thierry Henry is all the guy known. You know, then obviously Dennis Bergkamp. And you obviously got Big Patrick Vieira. Liam has said Iniesta or Philip Lahm, 2 separate positions, but I was a fullback. But I'm gonna go with Iniesta. So yeah, man. However old you are in 2006, that's how old I was. I mean, in year 6 in 2006, that's how old I was. My secondary school years were 06 to 2011, so that's that there. Bruno or Kevin De Bruyne. For me, Kevin De Bruyne is my sort of player, but you know, if I need goals and that, I think they'll play well together, really and truly. That's a fair shout. I'm not gonna lie, my guy, I was watching you. I was getting mad when I saw Henry was second best, and then I saw R9. I said, all right, cool. Didn't want to see nothing else. But yeah, people, we're about to see kickoff. In fact, we're 1 minute away from kickoff. As you can see, to go back through Real Madrid's lineup, Courtois, Ramos, Varane, Nacho, Toni Kroos, Benzema, Modric, Valverde, Lucas Vasquez, Vinicius Jr., Mendy. You can see their bench. Obviously, Atalanta are going for a 3 at the back. Let's hope they can do a Mazzolini. I can't lie, people. I'm not going to read the names out. Again, apologies. I haven't been briefed on these names. I should have done my homework. I should have typed their names in on Google, but I can't pronounce a couple of them names and I don't want to be disrespectful. So you're going to have to use your eyes on that one, people. It is what it is, isn't it, people? So, yeah, man. We're about to see kickoff. Another question. JA said, do you think you could be a good inverted fullback? Well, I hate running now. So, yeah, I'd say yeah. Well, obviously, I've only seen extended footage and documentaries and watched old games of Van Basten, but I wasn't living, breathing, and comprehending football. From what I've seen, Van Basten was a quality player, plagued by injuries. So from what I've seen, I'll go with Van Basten. But can I really say Van Basten? And I never really saw him. I saw Zlatan Ibrahimovic at length, so I have to say Zlatan, really and truly, man. Big up yourself, Tino. You know, we've all got to break that watch along V one day. Happy you're here, and hopefully it's worth it. But here we go, people. 10 seconds into the second leg. As you lot know, Real Madrid are winning on aggregate 1-0. 15 seconds in, Real Madrid 0, Atalanta 0. Let's see what this game has in store. Luka Modric has found his midfield partner in Toni Kroos. As you can expect, like I was saying, first initial periods, just based on the current dynamics and the way Atalanta tried to play, it looks like it's very narrow. It looks like it's a game for those technical footballers. It looks like, before you get that football, you need to understand exactly what you're doing, because you're going to have 2 touches. You can see it looks like there's not a lot of space, and Courtois is forced to go long. And it's straight back to Atalanta in this initial periods. And again, I guess both teams need to settle. There is a bit of nerves. Does feel a bit playgroundish, but they keep it moving, people. And once it settles, we'll have a clearer draw. But I think this is going to be interesting. It's true, but I don't like it, man. I'm of the belief if you butcher someone's name, you're disrespecting them, because a name is everything to us. If you can't remember somebody's name, it shows you. For me, it shows you that you don't think they're important or whatever. So, until I'm briefed, I hear you, my guy. But man, I'm gonna lie, man. What have you said? My guy Gasperini, Zidane will need the refs to intervene again to progress. Everyone spam DG Nation for the sake of it. I appreciate that, my guy. Hit the like, spam the like button, man. Make sure you're hitting the like button. There's 175 of you tuned in. 1 minute and 45 seconds in, people. And like you can see, the game still ain't settled. Varane's taken one heavy touch, been intercepted for that. And it's here with Jerome. Real Madrid have dealt with it, but it's still nervy. It's still nervy. It's pinballish. It's pinball-esque, people. It's like neither team wants to settle down and play some football, people. As you can see, Luis Muriel puts in a cross. Oh, and they got to score that first big chance. 2 minutes and 10 seconds into the game, people. It falls exactly to Grosenza. Hopefully, I've said his name correctly. Luis Muriel, who you'd think would be in the box, sets up a great opportunity, and it's straight at Courtois. That should be the goal. 2 minutes and 25 seconds in, it should be 1-1. Keep going, Atalanta. It will happen. Lucas Vazquez in possession, plays it forward. Again, Gasperini's on this. Just as I'm gassing them up, people. Palacic, again, forgive me for mispronouncing names, but he just gifted it back to Real Madrid. It's a game where you can't afford to do that, because football's a cruel game, and I think this game will remind people of such. Stupid foul to concede, people, in my opinion, from their own. And I can't lie, he's probably his first one. The ref will tell him to calm down, but that should be a yellow card for that tackle on Valverde. He's got none of the ball. It's calamity. Again, the game has just carried on. Perez or Beckham. Bro, I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm going to be biased, but same way, Beckham was my guy. I used to have my England shirt with Beckham. I think sadly for Beckham, his brand has haunted him in that people forget how bloody good this guy was as a footballer, how clutch he was for Man United, and obviously we all know what he did here and there for England. But David Beckham was an elite footballer, man. And I'd be keen to see where he'd play in the current day. Would he play right wing? Would he actually play centre mid? Would he play right back if he was playing today? Where would he play? Either way, people, Atalanta are trying to advance on this right-hand side. And like you can see, once again, everybody's trying to cancel each other out. And there's next to no space on this football field for anybody, people. And Real Madrid have conceded a foul. And I can't say his name, but I'm going to, M, number 3, the left back. The right back, apologies. Right winger, apologies. Right wing back, better yet. Done quite well there. Should have done my homework, but it is what it is in that regard. Grosen's in possession. Gives it to his teammate. So far, within this 4 minutes and 12 seconds, for me, Atalanta have been the stronger side. Obviously, they're still going out on paper right now, but they're doing their thing. Now, maybe Real Madrid are trying to soak up the pressure, let them get excited, and then hit them on the counter-attack. I don't know. I just know so far, if I was Real Madrid being a 1-0 lead, this isn't the sort of convincing performance I would want to see. It looks like Atalanta are more up for it. They're winning every ball. It looks like they're more galvanized. Again, Real Madrid are the more experienced. Some of these players have went the distance several times over now in this competition, so time will tell. But it is where it is in that regards, man. What are you saying? Best centre back, of the Emirates era. I'm gonna go with Gabriel for banter, but probably Koscielny. Atalanta tried to advance, and they've been met with a sea of white shirts. Ooh, absolute mufti. Someone got sent Jim there, boy. Who was that? Nacho got sent Jim there. got absolutely moved to. I'm liking how Atalanta are playing, and they're still in possession on this left-hand side with Grosens. Tries to find Real, gets too excited, and it's dispossessed. 5 minutes and 25 seconds in, people. Miley, hey, big up yourself, George, man. So, yeah, we can say the first name. And so far, 5 minutes and 40 seconds in, people. It's been Atalanta, but it is still 0-0. Again, Gasperini's giving the ball quickly to Lucas Vazquez. And again, I'm sure when you're losing in a tie like this, you never want it to go out of play. You want constant pressure. It's going to be a game for game management for Real Madrid. And this is where you're going to need Varane, Ramos, Courtois, even Kroos, Modric, people who have been around several blocks in their career. Real Madrid are getting caught trying to play out from the back here. They really can't get out. Varane has put a couple of his teammates under pressure there. He's not giving Lucas Vazquez something to work with, and it's gone out of play. Like my man Marmadou is saying, Atalanta are up for this, people. Gross sense to take this throw for Atalanta. Muriel. Play is recycled on this right-hand side, and Atlanta could be in here, faced up by Nacho. Sadly, dispossessed by Real Madrid, and Mendy will keep it moving. But so far, Real Madrid haven't been allowed to get out, people. It is what it is. And they've tried to go long and it hasn't worked. Big up yourself, James Brown. I appreciate that that super chat. A man said, hold that £2.50 contribution for a little Magnum. I appreciate that, my guy. Thank you very much for your couple quid, man. I appreciate that. Matthew is cheering on Real Madrid. Your team need to show a bit more confidence, really, because within this opening 7 minutes, I know Modric's in possession and he can make anything happen. It's been Atalanta, saying that Benzema's finally got on the ball. Oh, that's a free kick, ref. I can't lie. I don't know how Atalanta have been allowed to advance. Vinicius Jr. has nutmegged someone and he looked like he got clotheslined there. But either way, play continues, people. As you lot know, Atalanta are a very good side in possession. And this is why I don't mind watching them. They trust themselves. Look at them, people, the way they're playing. Fair enough, they're not being pressed right now and things like that. It's not that deep, but they trust themselves. They trust their teammates. And to be fair, you needed to have watched the first leg really to have known that. They were down to 10 men and they dominate the game. Muriel, he's been good so far for Atalanta, but if I'm him, I'm frustrated that I'm not the one being fed these balls in, and he's actually lost it. And Real Madrid can counter-attack here. If they can make it count, it's another story, though. It's here with Valverde, Mendy's here. But as you look can see, there's a sea of blue shirts, people. This is the luxury of having three at the back. You can congest it. Modric in possession. But the only disadvantage is that Atalanta need to be a bit more attacking at some point in this game because obviously they're going out. No worries, my guy. I apologize for delaying with making you lot moderators. But yeah, make sure you're all patterning off the chat and obviously removing foolishness if and when you see it. No power-hungry trips, please. We've had a couple moderators who are a bit power-hungry and I got a lot of complaints via email, Instagram, DMs and the rest of it. So let's all calm it down. Big up Mr. Analytical. You should also have become a moderator because I made sure I ran it to the wire, but I'm pretty sure I did that just before I came live. It's a long ball again from Real Madrid into the path of Vinicius Jr. and it doesn't pay off. It goes out of possession, people. Like C says, make sure you're hitting that like button, people. Still 0-0 for those of you that are just tuning in or those of you that are listening to me in your ears while conducting your work and not exactly watching this game. Either way, big up everybody. It's going to restart with a goal kick to Atalanta. No clue what you're talking about, broski. But yeah, man. Top 4 predictions right now. Who's Man City, obviously. I don't know, beyond Man City, I can't really make a key. I think United will do just enough to be there. I think Leicester will improve on last year, but I don't really know apart from City. City's the only one I can now say with my chest. I do think Chelsea will be there, but saying that, they effed up on the weekend. 9 minutes and 40 seconds into this clash, people. Tony Kroos in possession. He finds Valverde, who gives it back to his midfield partner. It's a fantastic game tactically because there's no space being conceded by the Italian side. In a nice way, why I like Atalanta, because they remind you that they're a good Italian side in that, you're not being given much away tactically, defensively, they're set up. Don't let the pretty football fool you. And Palacianac has just sent somebody. Oh, Valverde got ripped. He chopped him and then he came back and nutsed him. Ultimately, it's been shepherded out of possession, people. But Valverde just got sent shop and given a cheeky nutmeg. You see why I like Atalanta? They play ball. Valverde, you got to give him a little kick after that. You know, I'm sure your mum didn't give birth to you for you to get nutmegged on national TV. But saying that, Atalanta are again in possession. They trust themselves. And, you know, Real Madrid, they probably need better players. But it's like the aggression isn't quite there in a healthy sense, man. Ten minutes and 45 seconds into this game, people. And Lucas Vasquez just got past his man and then that's not even a foul. Valverde actually got ripped. I can't lie, Valverde got ripped. He got ripped. Anyways, players continued, people. Real Madrid cannot get out of their own half, people. Cannot get out of their own half. And Zidane must be stressed out because, simply put, it's not good enough. Valverde will restart play. He throws it into Benzema. Benzema gives it Valverde. But yet again, it's not lasted long with Real Madrid. And Modric did enough to keep it going. And again, it will be a throw-in. But you wouldn't think this is Real Madrid. They're struggling to keep the ball and play 5-yard passes. People are putting their teammates under pressure in a healthy way. There's not that aggression, you know. You wouldn't think there's no game management. They're not looking to dictate the game. You're right, Joshua. He is a big loss, and you're seeing it as well, man. Matthew said, strange enough, I like Real Madrid and Arsenal. Don't why I can't choose between one. My guy, you got to choose between one, man. But anyways, 11 minutes and 52 seconds in. Real Madrid just keep trying long balls forward, and Atalanta will enjoy that because it means they can start to build play out from the back. And as you can see, it's over here on the left-hand side with their number 19, who's found Grossens, who's gone back to his keeper. 88 is saucy. You're right, man. You're right. Palacic, I'm sure he was at Chelsea. I'm sure. Let me actually type that crap in. I could be wrong. I could be capping, but we're about to find out. And in fact, forget that. Morial has just played his man in, and Sergio Ramos has just saved his team from conceding, people. Yeah, I'm right. He was at Chelsea. I don't think he's ever made an appearance for Chelsea. But yeah, the 26-year-old was at Chelsea. I don't know if he didn't make it appearances due to work permits or whatever. But yeah, he's a saucy player. Atalanta will have their first corner of the game. 12 minutes and 43 seconds into the game. It's still 0-0 in this second leg. Ball into the box. It's a good delivery. No one challenging, and Real Madrid will get that out of possession, get that out of play. Daron could pull it back in, puts it back in, but it's quite dead, to be fair. Oh, it's a deceiving ball, to be fair with you. It looked like it was going out of play. And Mendy's conceded a free kick in a stupid area, absolutely pushing his man over. There was no need for that. He's not going anywhere. And again, you've given them a good opportunity, you know, Tolori is going absolutely nowhere. He's shielding the ball. He's a centre half, and I think he would have shown you why he's a centre half. It's a good bit of dark arts from him to buy the foul, but you could see exactly what was going to happen there. And Atalanta have a set piece in a dangerous area now. Please make sure you're hitting the like button once again, people. We're at 100 likes. We're halfway through getting our goal for the end of the stream, which is 200. Manchester City are 1-0 up. Kevin De Bruyne has struck in the 12th minute. I'm seeing courtesy of the BT app. It is still 0-0, however, in this game, and it's 13 minutes and 50 seconds in, people. Play will restart with this free kick eventually. Wish I could see, man. Prince, I'll get back to you in a sec. I haven't seen what you've seen. I just want to see this set piece. In fact, the referee is saying something to him. What have you said? What elevated your football IQ? It's better than most pundits. All pundits, my guy. Don't sell me short. The love of the game, man. The love of the game. I wanted to be a footballer. You know, I've always been around football. You know, it's just been everything, man. So I'd say that. Really. Coaches as well. Like one coach for me, Glenn, but I'd say Darren. Like football opened up like that. He was like the Black Pep Guardiola. So a bit of everything, but years on the grind, man. I've always thought kind of like this from a young age, really. But anyways, people, Atalanta, it's all been at Atalanta, and they're on the edge of Real Madrid's area here. It's with Palacic, gives it backwards to Grossens, finds his teammate. Atalanta are still working it down this left-hand side. The cross doesn't beat the first man. It did look like a handball. Atalanta, however, will have to settle for a corner. And again, you don't shoot, you don't score. I'm not going to lie. Do they have a penalty shout? No. They don't have a penalty shout there. 15 minutes into the game, and again, Atalanta have done the more huffing. Real Madrid have done no puffing, but they're still going through. It's still 0-0 at this moment in time, unless Atalanta can do something from this set piece. It's a good corner. It's pandemonium in the box, and the Atalanta man just strikes over it and thunders over. But again, good bit of confidence. You know, every time they do that, that's going to allow them to get more confident and let them feel the goal is coming. If I was Atalanta, though, what I would be pushing indirectly is, can we get it before halftime? Courtois gone long, and again, you know, Benzema's there alone. He's nowhere even near that. Again, it's back to Atalanta. So far, I believe this is Atalanta's game to lose. Saying that, they've also given the ball away, man. I haven't seen it, but it wouldn't surprise me if Kevin De Bruyne has done a madness. I look forward to the Champions League highlights, and you lot are making it. Better be one of the best goals in the world, you know, because you lot are doing a madness. Herb is saying Atalanta are getting closer. They are, but they need to get in there. You know, if you're a bride, if you're a bridesmaid, you know, eventually you have to go from being the bridesmaid to being a wife one day. So today might be the day. Not in that play though, as Real Madrid stop it. And so far, Real Madrid have done well to frustrate and hang on. That's the only positives. This is hardly a convincing performance, and considering it's only been 16 minutes in, it is quite concerning. Kroos and Modric, however, along with Valverde, just put in a nice passage of play. But again, there's no options for the man in possession. So far, Atalanta are winning the game tactically, in my opinion, and it's showing. Please don't forget to hit the like button, people. What are we at? 105 likes. Please keep running that one up, people. 17 minutes into this 0-0 clash between Real Madrid and Atalanta. Play is over here on the left-hand side. Lucas Vazquez does well to dispossess his man, and there's a break. It's 4-on-5. So poor pass, but Benzema keeps it alive. And Benzema's been forced back. Toni Kroos in possession. Turns, plays it instantly to Nacho. Nacho finds Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. Can he look up and play it? And Lex to hit some step overs. Goes backwards. Nacho finds Vinicius. Vinicius finds Modric. Luka Modric. Touch helps him supremely. Gives it back to Mendy this time. It looked like a handball from Mendy, but it's still in possession. Mendy's lost the ball cheaply, and Toni Kroos will get there. Oh, Vinicius Jr. just sent someone shot. Good little body feint. Little chop. Puts in a half-decent cross. Nobody gets onto that. And that's the first good chance, I'd say, from Real Madrid. The first sort of time I've mentioned Atalanta for me defensively. And they're looking a bit concerning now. Between the goalie and the centre-half, they did a calamity there. Fortunately, nothing has come of that. But again, that's probably the most positive bit of play we've seen from Real Madrid so far. Came to nothing, but like you could see, I'm not going to lie, that looked a bit suspect from Atalanta. And that should give encouragement to Real Madrid, you know. Good little bit of play from Vinicius Jr. down this left-hand side for Real Madrid. They're all saying Kevin De Bruyne did a madness, my guy. And you lot are making me mad, man. I'm never listening to you lot again, because we was meant to originally and officially be streaming that game. I listened to you lot and you said, let's watch this. And it's 0-0 so far, people. I got beef with every single one of you lot. You lot did me dirty, man. So he scored another one. I'm never ever listening to you guys again, people. Never ever listening. 19 minutes into this game, people. Real Madrid are getting caught. Courtois almost caught on the ball now, and he's forced to concede the ball out of possession. I don't really rate Vinicius Jr. either. I think he's a decent player, but I don't know if he's levels, you know, because right now I think Martinelli's better than you. He might make that look stupid, but I don't really rate Vinicius Jr. I know he's techie, but Bearman got tech. I don't know if he's this guy that's gonna be doing what Neymar's doing and that. He's still young and that, but how long has he been at Real Madrid? And I haven't really seen anything. I see a talented player who's inconsistent and has poor decision making. But if you're saying that he looks to be positive for Real Madrid, then speaking of devil, he picks out Benzema with a good pass. Benzema passes it to his fellow Frenchman in Mendy. Mendy gives it back to Benzema. Back to Mendy. 1-2 expertly between Benzema and Mendy. And it's a fantastic defensive block, people, by Romero. Is he not technically property in a footballing sense of Juventus? We could do with a centre half like that. Important block. Bro, Redrago's the truth for me, man. Don't cry. It's all banter. You're right, man. You're right. There's more in this game. You know, the people spoke, so this is what we watch, people. You know, you lot are spoilers, man. You lot aren't, none of you got any sympathy and saying, oh, DG ain't gonna get to see it. Let me water it down again. Let me water it down the goal. Now I'm hearing banger, this, that, and the other. You lot got no mercy. Real Madrid are second best across many aspects, and again, courtesy of Atalanta, they've gifted possession back to their opponents. De Rone's going forward. He's urging his man to make runs. Doesn't elect to play that pass though, and it's on his left-hand side with Atalanta. You know, to be fair with you, they trust themselves. Palacic has done well. Probably want him in more attacking positions than that. Pardon me. The problem is overconfidence, and they've just been guilty of that as they've conceded possession to Real Madrid. Benzema in possession, people. Poor pass from Benzema. The game has been lacking general quality consistently. Both teams are doing nervous things. 21 minutes into the game, people. Once again, it is still 0-0. William has said, was Hazard's move to Real Madrid a miss? Thoughts on Bale's career too? Well, for Bale's done a madness. Man's won Champions League and all those sort of things. I didn't think he was going to become this Gareth Bale like once upon a time. No one did. But yeah, he looked to be a left back, not buying a game at Spurs. Couldn't buy a game at Spurs, apologies, and doing his thing. He's had a good career. Man scored in the Champions League final, broski. For Hazard right now, the move at Real Madrid is looking dead because it's not banging right now. Simple as that. He ain't been fit. I've heard about more injuries and that, people. So, yeah, back to this game, though, it's still 0-0, 21 minutes and 40 seconds. Atalanta are the driving force so far, saying that De Roon has just gifted possession away back to Real Madrid and it will be restarted with a throw-in. It doesn't feel Real Madrid. It just feels like a bunch of players just playing football. Whenever I watch Real Madrid, I can't lie, it just feels like Power League. There's no catalyst, there's no patterns of play. Looks like a bunch of individuals, couple good bits of movement and that, but it's not levels. You know, it's not. And they've been on the back foot. The only consolation you'd say is that they're the ones going through. And what I like about Atalanta, you can't accuse a single player right now of lacking confidence and not being up for the cause. So good ball over here to Palacic. Actually, he's being pursued by Modric, and Luka's actually won possession. Modric trusts himself in possession, and you can see why. Probably trusted himself a bit too much there, but either way, it results in a Real Madrid throw-in. And you can see why Modric's a baller and has been a baller. Bro, it's feeling like Power League, man. It's feeling like Power League. It does feel like Power League. It does. Like, they're ballers and that, but it's not. It just looks like a bunch of strangers. Like, it's not wavy. It's not Real Madrid. You know, you got people like Varane doing that, playing cross-field passes across your goal line, and he's lucky Mendy's got a fairly decent first touch. You know, this ain't what Real Madrid's supposed to be. And Mendy's doing a madness. He's dribbling right through the centre. I'm sure Zidane won't be happy with a lot of this. Look where Benzema's receiving the ball, people. He's receiving the ball like a right back. You know, this is how you know Atalanta are doing Real Madrid tactically. You know, what a pass from Toni Kroos, though. But this is it. Modric and Kroos have been up for their game. Vinicius Jr.'s been there in little bits and pieces, but they're losing it. They're losing the battle. For me, they can't break Atalanta down. Atalanta are just lacking quality in the final third. You know, both teams to a degree have cancelled each other out. And there you see it. Kroos with a fantastic pass. People not on the wavelength. You know, I think Toni Kroos and Modric could be used as players, like, not for the future, but can carry Real Madrid for a year or so in significantly marginalized roles. But they need some quality. Who's quality? I think Mendy's been a very good left-back addition for them. But who's really quality in this Real Madrid team? Bare cash converters sort of ones. I can't lie. Bare players that are past it in cash converters sort of ones, and, you know, a couple overpriced stocks in these young players, a couple of these young G's. That's never a foul. Swear down, he got the foul for that. Modric never fouled him. Complete dark arts from Romeo there to get that foul. But it is what it is. And it's actually a good initial ball. And look at it. You know, Real Madrid are trying these long balls. You're trying a ball over the top for Lucas Modric to run onto. This is how you know you're not serious. 0-0, however, in this clash, people. 24 minutes and 32 seconds within this, people. People, don't forget, tomorrow I'll be doing Chelsea versus Atletico Madrid, so make sure you're aware of that one. Real Madrid have started to up the ante, I'd say, a bit in the last 5 minutes, but again, there's been no real chance of significance apart from, I believe, Atalanta's shot within the first 2 minutes or so. And obviously there was a lovely ball that I believe Vasquez put into the box, and Romeo made an important header. dictates the tempo of the game, but couple man are not on the wavelength, man. Benzema's on the wavelength. Benzema, Modric, Kroos, you can use these guys, but nobody else seems to be on this, man. Like, there's too much of an imbalance in this team. Valverde, baggy touch, and somehow, well, I thought he kept that, but he's dispossessed. Then Atalanta will try to advance. Pelagianac has played the ball forward. And again, I think Atalanta are lacking quality now when they're on the break. There's too many heavy touches. There's not, they're not picking out the man and things. And Real Madrid will like this. The more the game kind of goes like this, the more you see a sucker punch goal kind of happening. Saying that, Real Madrid actually need to start fashioning chances. It just seems like Luka Modric and Kroos versus the rest, with Vinicius, Mendy and Benzema here and there. Whenever. Varane just looks like he's putting his teammates under pressure. We also need dark arts merchandise soon come. You look, gotta bear with me. It's a slow process, but we're gonna get there. COVID's ruined all of that. I need to get onto the suppliers. I know Toni Kroos is an absolute lovely footballer, but he almost gets tripped up in the box, and it almost ended up in unfortunate news for Real Madrid. Saying that, in fact, not saying that. Atalanta again lacking quality on the final third. The break wasn't there. 26 minutes and 19 seconds. The game is starting to build, people. Vinicius Jr., he didn't mean that, but this should be a goal. He's dead. I'm sorry, you're dead. You're dead. You're not levels. You and Benzema 1-2. This is why Benzema's out here saying don't pass to Utes. He made a good slide tackle there, and Modric lines up a leng, but it doesn't happen. That should be a goal. That should be a goal. I might be being a bit harsh. That's Real Madrid's best chance. It's a lovely 1-2. Vinicius has worked out well, but this is why I don't rate him too tough. I think he's a good player, but in terms of being Neymar and that, I don't really rate this. Like, he does the right things. He takes on his man. He plays he didn't even mean the 1-2, but Benzema busts him. Touch killed him. He's looking at the ground, important block and a great block and all that from from Atalanta, but that's dead. But yeah, like I was saying, Dark Arts merch, all merchandise soon land, my guy. I appreciate that as well, man. Soon land, bear with the guy. I don't think he's dead, but I see why Benzema is saying to Mendy, don't pass him the ball in certain things, because you're doing stuff like that. I'm being a bit harsh. I'm showing my bias, but I just don't really rate him. And I guess it's because one of my friends that I chill with, he's always singing his praises. I'm like, I don't see nothing, man. Like, he's good in that, but there was too, and it's not even his fault. There was just too much hype, man. It's just too much hype. You're looking like a Iwobi in that sometimes, right? Nacho absolutely got skinned, and Atalanta are breaking down this right-hand side. It's kicked into Ramos, and it go out for a throw-in. A couple men are getting ripped out there. His end product is put. To be fair, you can work on the end product, but I haven't seen anything to suggest you're working on it. Like I said, I'm not watching Real Madrid week in, week out, but every time I see you, you're doing the same things. Atalanta on the semicircle, on the edge of Real Madrid's area. They need to have a shot. They play good football, but you don't get the vibe Atalanta want to put the ball in the back of the net. Muriel hasn't had a sniff, and De Roon has been dispossessed, and Benzema can break. The break to where I don't know. It seems like a one-man crusade, and Benzema's duppied so much guys there. This is why Benzema's a baller. Couple man got ripped there, and Toni Kroos can advance. Plays it into the path of Mendy. This is where is Vinicius? Offer that ball. Take someone down the line. You should. Why are you coming short there? See, you've killed Mendy there. This is what I'm talking about, the intelligence. You need to have football IQ, and there's no fraud in it when you go Real Madrid. They might need to loan him out for a couple of years and develop, and that. He's not serious, man. Now I'm agendering, but he's it's all banter, but he's moving suspect, man. Valverde's won it back for Real Madrid, and it's into the path of Luka Modric. 29 minutes into this game, Vinicius Jr. skins his man. You got to dive there. No foul. It's not a foul. He's barged out of play, but you got to dive there. You see, you're not elite. The real Brazilian footballers would have dived there. You would have got a penalty. Now, I'm joking, people. But on a serious note, Dark Arts. You see when he's just overran it there? When he's just done that, that's when you probably should have run across the path of Romeo and got that penalty. Penalties are given for less. I'm pretty sure Real Madrid are still paying their direct debits to UEFA. That would have given them just that. Now, that's harsh, Tino, man. Dembele's my guy, man. Atalanta are still in possession, people. Within this opening 29 minutes and 40 seconds, I'd think if I'm at Atlanta, I'd be the happier. I think Real Madrid have upped it in the last 10, but it's still not really anything. They still can't really build, sustain, and mount attacks from defense to the other team's half. They can't really get out of their half. I do think certain players are putting their teammates under pressure unnecessarily. But fundamentally, if you get in at 0-0, it's still something. Good play between Courtois, Valverde, and Benzema, though, to build that. And Real Madrid are on the break. Again, just like I said, they're waking up. Mendy in possession. Cuts in. Finds Tony Kroos. Tony Kroos dispatches it. Finds Lucas Vazquez. Lucas Vazquez gets it in. It's headed out. Tony Kroos didn't fancy it. And Atalanta can break now. Palazzinac. You can't do them sort of funny man skills to Modric. Modric is too experienced. I don't know why you tried to do FIFA Street to Modric. Come on. Respect Modric like he's not been a world-class individual. You got to do something better than that to get past him. Dark hearts. Bro, I'm not going to sit here and lie. In this day and age, you got to dive, man. I don't advocate cheating, but you got to, man. You got to. Penalties are given for less. Yeah, I know our match is on Thursday, but is it a crime to watch Champions League, bro? I know we won against Spurs, but typically Arsenal is a game of mixed emotions. 31 minutes into this 0-0 clash, people. This is a game where I can actually enjoy it, and it has no ramifications for Arsenal. I will be here live streaming on Thursday. Don't worry, man. Tony Kroos to Luka Modric to Valverde. And again, if you've noticed, I'm saying the same names in relation to Real Madrid. I'm not really seeing much from other people. Benzema's trying and he's receiving the ball too deep, and he does quite well there to receive it off to Ramos and pop it off to Modric, but they're not going anywhere, man. Thank you very much. We've got another super chat. What are you going on here? Yo, DG, which player from the Emirates era would you have taken back at Arsenal? Well, I'll give you the lazy answer, and the answer I would say the most, I'd say Thierry Henry. He technically played at the Emirates era. I'd take Thierry Henry. Prime Alexis Sanchez. I know he was a pagan. Prime Alexis Mesut Ozil. I'd say Thierry Henry first, Alexis Sanchez second, just because of that X factor. He'd win a game. On the same level, joint second, I would say Santi Cazorla. Then probably Mesut Ozil. For sentiment purposes, I'd say Aaron Ramsey. If Lacazette was actually to leave, then I'd say Giroud just to be on the bench and whatnot. But hopefully that answers your question. Yeah, getting into this game, like I said, man, Real Madrid are starting to up it. Mendy's just clipped by an Atalanta man. What you said, you streaming anything tomorrow? Of course, 11:30 a.m. I'll be doing my Arsenal preview for our Europa League game and talking about any sort of talking points that arrive in that game, my dude. Obviously, I'll be doing Chelsea versus Atletico Madrid, so make sure you're on that. In fact, what I should do is find a link for you guys to obviously set your reminders, hit the like button, even if you're not going to be there, and the rest of all of that. And being the shameless plug guy I am, there it is, people. Next live watch along in terms of an official game will be tomorrow, similar time, same time, in fact, for Chelsea Atletico. That's there in the chat for you guys, people. Make sure you're opening up another tab, hitting your reminders and likes. But 33 minutes and 10 seconds into this game, it's 0-0. You lot done me dirty. I'm wishing I went to into the Man City Gladbach game. You lot voted for this game. Still, we are here. There's still a lot of things to happen in this game. I do think the last 10, 20 could be crucial, but currently it's just still 0-0. I think Atalanta's enthusiasm has died, and the keeper's absolutely bugging. Keeper shake them. It's 1-0 to Real Madrid. Just as I was saying, Atalanta are starting to be stupid. Benzema gets his landmark goal. Real Madrid 1, Atalanta 0. And the Atalanta goalkeeper should feel like absolute trash. He needs to pick himself up, but that is firmly a self-inflicted mistake. Real Madrid did not deserve that. Courtesy to Luka Modric for pressing and having the actual coolness of head to actually not lose his head and shoot. He found Benzema, Cheap goal from Atalanta. They're going to need to find something. That keeper needs to get his head up. It's a simple pass from De Roon. He's kicked it out first time and he's dead. Modric has done very well to find Benzema. Benzema has an empty net. And I don't know why the goalkeeper's flinging up his hands in the air. It's all your fault, brother. Right? It's all your fault, but it is what it is. That Gomez guy, I'm sure he's gone to Sevilla now. I think he had a little bust up. Bruv, the goalkeeper shagged them. That's the most exciting thing in this game. Shagged. Absolutely shagged. Bro, they're the same done, man. They're the same guy. I'm going to be biased and say Pepe, but you're trying to do me dirty. I see you. And Real Madrid didn't really deserve that, really. Ain't done much, but it is what it is. Now, Atalanta are going to have to dig deep. You know, you've got to forgive your goalkeeper. You can't just blame him for that mistake because you ain't done enough over the first half so far to take the lead. And now you got up the ante. Muriel in possession. You know, they've got to look to get him on the ball in areas he can actually shoot from. They haven't done that. And this makes it look a bit more costly that Atalanta did not take that chance within the first opening 2 seconds. Real Madrid firmly in the driving seat. I told man about Vinicius Jr. He's lost the ball carelessly on in his own half. And Atalanta, if they had any balls right now about themselves, they would have broke with a bit more intention because the left-hand side was open. They've delayed and delayed. That's probably the one criticism I'd say for Atalanta. They're getting forward bodies quickly, but it's all in front. You're not really pulling apart that Real Madrid team. Benzema's never ever missing that. Bro, they're doing it us. They're doing it us. They're fully doing it Arsenal. Fully doing it Arsenal. Self-inflicted mistakes. You see what I mean about live streams? You know how happy I am to sit here and that has nothing to do with my team. Cast your mind back to Leicester or Burnley, folks. Mazzolini. Benzema in possession, people. 34 minutes, apologies, into this clash. 2-0 to Real Madrid on aggregate. Currently today, it is Real Madrid 1, Atalanta 0 in this second leg. Nacho finds Mendy. Mendy goes home. There's been 5 attempts from Real Madrid, 4 attempts from Atalanta, 1 shot apiece on target. So it has been, as we know, a low-key affair. There's been nothing really. Some quality passes from Toni Kroos and Modric today, I'd say, people. And Real Madrid are on the break. It's with Nacho. Probably don't want Nacho in that area. It's with Benzema. You'd think Atalanta have enough men back to deal with this Benzema. It looked like Benzema fancied it on his left and then he bottled it. It's still with Real Madrid, though, with Varane. Furthest I've seen Varane for a lovely pass from Kroos. What did I tell you? And it's fallen to Nacho. It's gone to the wrong guy, man. Hey, shout out to all the streamers, man. But yeah, for those of you who care about my timestamp, well, I can't tell you my timestamp because now BT have saw fit to show me pointless replays. But it is what it is. This game is done. It's his second choice keeper. Well, he's showing why he's second choice, innit? He's showing why he's second choice. He shagged everyone, like my man said. But it is what it is, man. And Nacho was on the receiving end of an inadvertent hand to the face. 37 minutes, 19 seconds into the game, people. What an unnecessary mistake, man. It's not the same, but it was a bit like how Sevilla in the Dortmund second leg, self-inflicted. So, do you know why I would be upset if I was a keeper? Because it's such a nonchalant kick. Like, what was you actually trying to do there? Pardon me. Palacic in possession. Really and truly, since he sent Valverde shop, he ain't really done nothing. Daron, good pass forward, but Varane has read that. Varane will find his goalkeeper. His goalkeeper, Courtois, will kick it and keep it moving. Unfortunately, Real Madrid won't do anything beyond that. 38 minutes into the game, and Atalanta have possession on this left-hand side. Good meaty tackle from Valverde. I can't lie. It looked like he left something on him late there. I can't lie. I think that one might be a bit political, you know. I think he might be in trouble. He's lucky. He's lucky. I thought something in that, you know. I thought there was something in there. It was a bit late. Looked like he left something on him. Probably tired of getting skilled in that. Looked like there was something after the ball as well. Yeah, look. He's dark horse. That's that one where, you know, pattern up. I'm not the guy. He's giving him a little kick. 38 minutes, 35 seconds, people. It is still 1-0 to Real Madrid in this first leg. To be fair, Isco's on the bench, broski. I think it's truly over for Real Madrid already, but I would like to see an Atalanta goal, man. I feel Gasperini deserves it. Possession on this right-hand side with Atalanta. And there's been a lot of smoke. There's not been a lot of fire from Atalanta, you know. They've had 1 shot on target. They ain't done much. They've shown they're a good side in possession, but you've got to have intention to match the possession. Possession don't mean nothing. You know, you had you're not really learning from the first leg. You had 10 men, you had a bag of possession, but you didn't have the 3 points or advantage in the first leg. And it's still over here with Atalanta. They trust themselves in possession, but I would say one thing to Real Madrid. Tactically, they're discouraging them from getting in behind. You know, they're crowding them out. They're letting them play in front. And you can see Gasperini's getting a bit peed off with what's going on. Big up Mob Squad. I'm good, my guy. I hope you're all well and safe. There's 190 of you locked in. Please make sure you're all running up the like button, people. We're at 141 likes. The like target is 200. Can we get that one sorted before the end of the game, people? Please, it doesn't cost a thing. Oh, Vinicius Jr. sent somebody shop and advantage is played. But again, it's Nacho and Benzema. Nacho's going to have to live a movie by himself. Go on, you're a left back. I know how it feels as a fullback to have a complete nosebleed and go in a movie. If that was me, I'm getting the shot. 100% I'm getting the shot away. You think I'm doing all that movie dribbling to not shoot? It's one of them. I know there's a couple fullbacks listening. That's one of them positions where you can see teammates, but you say, I can't hear you. I'm a bit bad in that regard. I'll pass the ball 5 times out of 10, but a couple times, as a fullback, you run it. It's only right you have a couple shots and do a couple movies, try and do a couple movie stuff. That's why I feel Cedric at Arsenal when he runs forward and he takes them dead shots. And I don't understand why Bellerin doesn't want to get forward. Big up all the Indonesia gooners. I appreciate all of you, or just fans of football from Indonesia, better yet. Anyways, 40 minutes and 40 seconds exactly into the game. Varane has cut out another move from Atalanta, but he's also given possession right back to them. They haven't offered much, but can they offer something now? That's never a foul, referee. Play can continue. Ref surely can't dead the game. And Real Madrid, the only thing Real Madrid in the first half, closing periods of this first half, there's been times to really attack with invention. And they haven't. They've delayed. And like you saw, Vinicius Jr. almost needlessly lost possession. Modric and Kroos for me have been on a level above everybody else, and they're showing it. It's just been them really patterning it for and whatnot. Liam, man, that's how I know you understand football. When you're a fullback, you don't get many adventures like that. Or I do in my team, or I used to. It was a running joke at my old team how I used to hit the post. Like, if you go on YouTube, you can see me hit the post in several videos. Like, I have scored, but I'm always hitting the post. Crossbars, posts, everything is quite upsetting. And all from long range, though. Don't get twisted. Bad boy shots and that. But anyways, people, it is 1-0 in this Real Madrid Atalanta second leg, 41 minutes and 43 seconds. Real Madrid lead courtesy of a Karim Benzema goal. We know Benzema is clutch. Modric with the assist. Obviously, it was a goal handed on a plate. Atalanta could have an opportunity here, but again, the break was there. Why are you delaying? A shot. Oh, no. I thought when it left his foot, it was going to go in. And you can see his teammates absolutely vex at him, people. If you're going to shoot from them sort of angles there, it has to go in, or it has to at least hit the target. You're losing 2-0. I can't lie. It did look like it was dipping and bending and all those sort of things, but it was to no avail, people. Big up everybody locked in. Please make sure you're hitting that like button. 148. 42 minutes, apologies, and 30 seconds. 2-0 to Real Madrid on aggregate. Right now, they'll win the second leg as they did in the first leg by an identical scoreline. That looked like a foul on an Atalanta man. Lucas Vazquez put too much hands on him. If you want his shirt, ask him in a couple of minutes. And the tide is shifting. Atalanta, they're screaming impatience, but they are trying. And finally, Luis Muriel in possession. Courtois in no man land, and he's lucky Varane was there to kind of make something of that. And again, Modric everywhere. Modric absolutely everywhere. How Modric didn't get a free kick, I have no clue, people. Players continued nonetheless. What a player Modric is, man. It's not gonna be there with his career highlights, but this is what you see. Like, for those of you that are Arsenal fans and you're locked in, I know none of these Arsenal players are Lucas Modric, but you see what I'm talking about when I say the best midfielders do things in less touches. Certain midfielders at this club only look nice when they've got 30 minutes in possession. Even against Spurs, they sat off us, so everyone looks wavy. Anyways, Atlanta do appear nervous, and I'm sure Gasperini will just concede. What it is. Let's go into this halftime match. Just a goal down. This is 43 minutes and 54 seconds on this clock, people. Lucas Vazquez chops someone, chops City, tries to live a movie, no foul, and at Atlanta, fantastic tackle, and they can break. They need to have some quality. There isn't going to be too many now. Where is the pass? Muriel, Ramos made with a lovely tackle. I did feel the pass into Muriel didn't have enough juice, and Real Madrid have dealt with that. And it's here with Toni Kroos. You know, Real Madrid need to manage the game now, bearing in mind it's 44 minutes and 30 seconds, not too much minutes left in terms of the first half. Manage the game. Don't make it any more dodgy than it needs to be. Because again, you are now starting to see nerves from Atalanta, and it's here with Toni Kroos in possession. Trusts himself, gives it back to Courtois. Courtois in possession now. You know, Real Madrid do fancy themselves in possession. Courtois gone long. Can't imagine he really realistically thought that was going to go into Vinicius Jr. And again, it's here with Atalanta. Yeah, shout out to my guy, man. But, you know, it's sad what happened. It is what it is, man. Did his thing. But, yeah. Anyways, people, I lost my trail of thought. Atalanta 0, Real Madrid 1. It looks like that's what we're going into at halftime, people. And I can't lie, Luis Monreal should be vexed because they had one last chance before it was cut out. And Lucas Vazquez, he chopped someone again. Never a free kick though, but it is what it is. Come on, let's hit 200 likes like my man said. What did you lot make of that first half? For those of you that were locked in, keep hitting that like button. And River, you know, I don't want to say it, and I don't even want you to boost this crap team's views, but that or this, if you type in these two names and you go through their footage, you'll see footage of me playing. Not that I want to plug them. Make sure you well, I plug wrongins, but the other team did that. Hit the dislike button on all them vids. Kicking man out and that. But anyways, people, what did you lot make of that first half? Me personally, not quite the affair I was hoping for. I know the game wasn't really going to pick up where the last game left off, but yeah, Atalanta huffed and puffed initially. I think slowly they got a bit complacent. They've stopped breaking with any intention and invention. It was far too slow. And yeah, they made a stupid mistake, courtesy of the keeper, a couple of moments before half time. I do think they have limited Real Madrid from getting out of their own half, and they've pressed them quite well, but it's a sucker punch. You make cheap mistakes in competitions like this and it exploits you. You know, they should feel hard done by based on the first leg and this leg so far, but it is what it is in that regards. And I'm sure Real Madrid now, they've got that cushion. They can do what they want. Big up everybody locked in as well. So yeah, man. Now I can actually check on what's actually going to happen, what's actually happening in the Man City game. Whatever you said, AK has said, you know, pretty balanced, not bad. Probably ends 1-1. D has said Atalanta could still win this. Yeah, they could, but they're going to need to take their chances and really try and score. I'm not getting the vibe that they want to put the ball in the back of the net, if I'm completely honest with you. And if we look at should we try to find some statistics? Real Madrid. Yeah, in the first half, both teams had 5 shots. Both teams had 1 on target. Real Madrid actually had 57% of the possession. That's probably because of the last 5-10 minutes in that half, in my opinion. Yeah, both teams have made 5 fouls. There's only been 1 yellow card. There's been 2 corners to Atalanta. So they have had their opportunities. It hasn't happened. Bro, you tell me, man, Mr. Analytics, where are you? You used to come with them statistics and them things there. He's gone missing. But it is what it is. And I was right, people. Like you can see there, Karim Benzema becomes the 5th player in history to score 70 Champions League goals. Completely underrated, man. You know, 70 Champions League goals, however many Champions Leagues. It's a disgrace that this guy doesn't or wasn't part of the World Cup, man. Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne are in the other game. I've seen Manchester City currently winning 2-0, 4-0 on aggregate. I hope everybody's still seeing Toni Kroos and Modric just holding on to the ball, man. They're winding back their years in regards. But that's a masterclass in doing the basics in midfield, man. H just said, think Atalanta should be in the lead, but have been wasteful. Elliot has said, got to say that the ref is quality. Prem is a shambles. Young Mizzy, big up yourself. I appreciate you, and you're always tuned in. What have you said? Real Madrid are missing the Makalele role they used to have. Same with Arsenal and Vieira. CDM is such an underrated but very important position. Facts, my guy. To be fair, Valverde's there. Typically, Casemiro's there, but he got himself suspended. But I hear you, I feel you. Pardon me, people don't understand that. Politics in football. Politics like that in football, you know, and I'm sure you agree, you know, politics like that is a madness. They're there, my guy, you know. It's not going to say deluded goon. You're literally just going to have to browse through them, really and truly. Well, Wrongans one says me. The others, you're just going to have to scroll through them. You know, I don't actually like the management, so I'm not going to go and help you further than that. But that's a bit to start you down the rabbit hole if you're that deep. You know, they're not getting nothing on me. Like Emma said, though, please make sure you're smashing those like buttons, people. Please make sure you're smashing those like buttons. You're setting those reminders for the next live streams. And you're also subscribing, because I know some of you are tuning in for the first time, and I know you like what you see. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, people. It doesn't cost a thing. Why not? Why do anything to you? Elliot said, could you imagine if we had Benzema instead of Giroud? Boy, we probably wouldn't have had Ozil, or we probably wouldn't have had the defensive midfielder. It's crazy, man. It's only now that we finally got to a point where we've got some decent attackers and we've got a couple creative men now. Can we get the other pieces to the puzzle in the near to distant future? Only Arsenal's coaching staff and boardroom members would be able to tell you that. It is what it is. Is there any Arsenal news? This is around the time I'm just browsing the internet anyways, just looking for Arsenal news as well for the next day. Oh, apparently Lickstein has become a watchmaker, people. I know this has nothing to do with everything, but this is weird. It's not weird, but it's a shock one. And to be fair, I know he is Swiss, so it probably does make a lot of sense. And to be fair, with the money he's probably amassed as a footballer, he probably starts his own thing. But like you can see here, Stefan Lickstein, a former Real Madrid and Arsenal man, has started an internship as a watchmaker after he's called it a day from football. He's joined this Zurich-based firm. Shout out to him, people. He said, I want to do something productive. If you're a banker, you can do that all your life. But if you're a footballer, once you hit your mid-30s, you have to find something else to do. Would have liked to have known the specific reasons behind him doing that, but nonetheless, that's what he is on, people. So, yeah, please make sure you're hitting the like button. As I said, it's Real Madrid 1, Atalanta 0. Atalanta are losing 2-0 to Real Madrid on aggregate, people. To be fair with you, River, I did see that, but I do think fans are glushing and getting excited about basic things, you know, like Gabriel, he's going to tell him that. Tierney, he is going to tell them get a goal. You know, it's a bit like when we hear there's bust-ups at training, you know, and there was a fight. I'm like, okay, cool. Have you learned, you know, there's fights every day in the training ground, you know. There's probably a fight today at Arsenal's training ground, like every other football training ground. I don't mind that because it's competitive, as long as man pack it in. But I just feel, you know, it's always funny when we win, these sort of things come out. If we lost the Spurs, am I going to see some Mike talking about what Tierney's had to say? You know, when we're winning games, I'm seeing our midfielders get special dedicated YouTube videos of every touch they've had on the ball, but we don't do that when they lost. This is the problem with football, man. There's no balance. I'm not saying you, my guy, of course. Benzema doing Benzema. He was doing trust me, Benzema was scoring goals and doing all that assist stuff way before, man. You know, way before there was excuses of he gets assists and he does this and he does that. So we can't have anything to say. It was a bit of a mad one, man. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie. I have all my hopes on tomorrow now, people. Chelsea versus Atletico being one filled with drama, man. Because I thought, you know, this one would have been filled with drama. You know, I hope the Atletico one isn't done, people. Obviously, I want Chelsea to go out. There are rivals in that, of course. Well, saying our rivals, but they're fellow their fellow London clubs. Half their fans were probably North London fans before that sort of thing happened. But it is what it is. It's for tomorrow, but apparently Leno's been talking about the big problems and bad atmosphere behind Arsenal's season up until a point. What you eating for halftime snacks? It's a humble round trees fruit pastels. That's the official name. Just humble that. And obviously some lemonade. Like 90% of the players that play with Messi and Ronaldo, people, Like Alexis Sanchez, obviously Arsenal is not Barcelona, but you stood out more because you're the main man. You're never going to be the main man with that. Bro, I hope Suarez does everything. All of the dark hearts come out. I really hope that happens. Hey, man, don't talk that into existence, AK, man. I hope it's not 0-0. I can't deal with that. I want to see excitement, but it probably will be, mind you. More of a wine gums guy myself. Ugh. Oh, yeah, man. You're on your bulking season. Mad. To be fair, I'm due to do that as well. Trying to look wham. It's not that there's going to be a summer, but it is what it is. It really is what it is. 159 likes, people. 41 more people hit the like button. We're off to a great, even better start in relation to before this thing is even finished. Should we browse quickly and try and see what the hell there is to say in relation to the Champions League? Where's the Champions League Twitter account gone? Let's see if there's any interesting halftime stats. Oh, that's one. Big up all the Twitch gang as well. I haven't shown you lot much love. I appreciate everybody that's been tuned in on Twitch. Please don't think, it's for granted. Trying to rustle up together seeing what we can talk about really and truly in relation to the statistics for halftime, people. But apart from obviously reaching 70 goals, there isn't much to say. Oh, Michael Richards is in love with anything, man. He's in love with anything. A man said old lady sweets. I hope you're not talking about fruit pastels. I'm more of a, to be fair, I like sour sweets, but you can't go wrong with a little bit of fruit pastels, man. Still, I like him, but when you watch a footballer and you're still waiting for confirmation that I truly believe in you, I'm a bit like that with him, Jonathan David, a lot of these guys. Like I think they're good players, but there's something not getting me really signing them from the rooftops, sort of thing. It's like Claude Maurice. I liked what I saw at Lorient. I couldn't understand why Arsenal were probably buying him. Didn't think he was of the level. I can't lie. I can see him at Nice. He's doing all right. I still don't think it's there yet, but I think him, I mean, Gahiri, these sort of guys, they're playing all right. And I'm not, there's still that confirmation needed, but I'm assessing what's going on. If we quickly scroll over to Twitter, as you lot can see here, people, Luka Modric has more assists than any other Real Madrid player in the Champions League this season. He's only got 2, and both have come against Atalanta. So that might show you the problems. We've watched Modric balling out. Modric has made 12 ball recoveries in the first half, twice as many as any other player on the pitch. Again, Manchester City, sorry. But like you can see, half-time stats for the Real Madrid Atalanta game: 5 shots apiece, 1 shot on target apiece, 2 corners, but no goals for Atalanta. Passing accuracy at 87 for Real Madrid and 82 for Atalanta. Possession, I believe, based on the last 5-10 minutes from Real Madrid, has shifted it into their favor of 57% to Atalanta's 43%. Is there any more useful statistics? Most goals in the Champions League, like you can see. What a name. Look at the names you're amongst at Benzema, And for me, there's 3 people I saw as teenage wonder kids of sorts. Like, obviously, Benzema wasn't no Messi, but, Ronaldo was rated as a teenager. Messi was a teenage prodigy. Benzema was also the same. And, to be at 70 shows how good he is. You're 1 short of Raul, another Real Madrid legend. And, you can do that. And you can set your home, 1 short, 2 short of Lewandowski. Now, that shows you what a list, people. What a list. 3 of those players are Real Madrid done. So shows you everything they're on. And when you look at it, Benzema's been in great goal scoring form in general. In his last 5 games, he scored in all comps, people. After obviously striking against Getafe, Valencia, Atletico Madrid, Elche, and today in the Champions League against Atalanta, people. Edison made more saves in his first 32 minutes against Gladbach than he had to make in the entire first leg. Crazy. Where's the Real Madrid stats? Real Madrid had 4 shots in the opening half an hour, and 3 of them were blocked. So again, it's doing them thingies. We know Foden's a fantastic player, so I'm not going to read that. Where's the Real? I'm trying to be specific with the Real Madrid ones, people. Well, this guy's linked with Arsenal all the time, and he scored on his birthday. Ivan Toney has 27 goals this season, people. So he'll probably get a Premier League move at the end of this sort of thing. So it is what it is. Let me go on to Opta, in fact. I don't know why I came off the screen. Has Opta got anything for us in terms of Champions League statistics just before the boys come out again? And this is why I like Opta. Big up Opta. They haven't let me down. Karim Benzema has scored at least 15 more goals than any other Real Madrid player in all comps this season. Casemiro's got 6. So this, bloody hell, Real Madrid, man. It's just, every stat just points to me why you lot are poor. With his opener, obviously it was his 70th goal in the Champions League, and it's the 5th most by any player in the competition. Scrolling down, sorry, Gundogan, Foden, and all these City players. I love Kevin De Bruyne. I love watching you lot, but we're on a different sort of live stream thing today, so it's all irrelevant. Bare statistics for them sort of players, people. Toni Kroos is only the 2nd German outfield player to start 100 games in the Champions League, and where does that actually place him, He's with that. Muller's got 95. Oliver Kahn's on 103. Lahm's 110. Neuer's 117. He could. I don't quite think he'll get Muller's Neuer's ever growing one, but I do think he could get Lahm's. I do think you could easily, if Real Madrid go through a couple of stages, group stages, you could do that. I definitely think he'll get Kahn's, but I'm not sure, man. We'll have to see. So that's that in terms of them statistics, so we'll move away from that. Yeah, I spoke about it in my podcast. Check out the Deluded podcast for those of you that are interested. There's a halftime substitute for Atalanta, and Zapata is coming on in place of Palaznic. I understand that one, but I don't. I think Palaznic could have been forced somewhere else and done a lot. Has he officially declared? Because a lot of rumors are said in relation to Wan-Bissaka. If he does it, fair play. I personally think he's going to wait for England. He seems like one of them sort of ones, in my opinion. But I don't know if he has. Then fair play to him. Fair play. I respect that decision. Moving forward, people, it's kicking off in the second half now. Real Madrid are in possession. Courtois with his right foot is swinging it, and again it's gone out of possession. In fact, it's with Atalanta. 20 seconds into this second half, people, it is still Real Madrid 1, Atalanta 0, and 2-0 to Atalanta on aggregate. So to Real Madrid. Atalanta, apologies, have it all to do, people, and I can't really see where they're going to get 2 goals from. I'll be real. I'm not going to sit here and cap. Saying that Zapata and Muriel, they could grab these goals. Maybe could have went with both of them from the start. Mendy in possession. Baggy first touch. Never a foul, ref. Come on. That is dark arts from their number 3. I can't understand it. He's way bigger than Mendy. I don't understand that. He's bought that one there. Oh, to be fair, Mendy's through him. You see, apologies, people. He's through him. Liverpool are right now giving the vibes they'll fall off like Real Madrid. If the Republic of Ireland didn't play me, I'd declare for Scotland because of heritage, so I respect it. Real Madrid in possession, people. Mendy. I don't know what Mendy tried to do there, and it looks like something you would see in Hackney Marshes. And it's a throw-in for Atalanta, people. Throw-in taken quickly. Zapata is met by Sergio Ramos. But Atalanta are still in possession. Muriel. So over here on the left-hand side, can they get a decent ball into the box? No one on the overlap. Muriel finds Daron, gives it to Daron. Can Daron get a ball into the box? No, he can't, and it meets the side netting. And once again, it is a Real Madrid corner. Goal kick, apologies. Somebody said something that threw me off. The Foden treatment. Explain the Foden treatment. Foden actually got to play games. I don't know, maybe. I trust Arteta somewhat with Martinelli, but I don't understand why he's been so marginalized. Courtois to take another goal kick for Real Madrid, people. Benzema. They tried to find Vinicius Jr. and Vinicius Jr. did very well to close down the centre half. And I can't lie, there's a bit of play acting going on from the Atalanta players. That is never a foul from Vinicius Jr. and definitely not that deep, man. Fix up, man. Want to see more of that. Tolori knew the foul was coming. You know, he's gassing it. If that's a foul, look, he knows the contact is coming. He beats him to it. It does. Them things there do hurt, but it's not a foul, ref. I suppose so, bro. Suppose so. That's all I can say. I don't truthfully know, if I'm honest with you. 48 minutes and 10 seconds into this clash, people. Real Madrid 1, Atalanta 0, 2-0 to Real Madrid. Advantage to Real Madrid on aggregate, people. Toni Kroos asks for the ball. Courtois delays and he finds his man in Sergio Ramos. Ramos gives it back to Courtois. They do trust themselves in possession. Courtois finds Vasquez. Can Vasquez get out? Just about. Real Madrid have done quite well here, and it's with the experienced Luka Modric. Modric has found Vasquez. Good play so far. Vasquez switches it. Benzema in control of it. Benzema, bit of Jogo Benito there, palms it off the Kroos. And the move will break down, but at least they hold possession. Modric plays it first time. You see, this is just, listen, Modric's an amazing footballer, but he's playing by his own standards quite basic, but it's refreshing. This is how centre mid should play. Look, already knows where he wants to play the pass before the balls come. The guy's got eyes in the back of his head, as we know. Vinicius Jr. in possession on this left-hand side. Tries the skill, doesn't bang, but Valverde's there to snap in. Valverde got ripped there. It's getting a bit feisty. I love to see that. And I must admit, the ref seemed like he's delaying a bit there. Bro, we've got hell of depth over there at right back for England, people. You know, and there's probably a couple that you're missing out, I can't think of, and some that will pop up on the scene. I'm already wham, so it's calm, my dude. Varane, good touch from Varane, having a better second half. Modric to Kroos, Valverde. I can't blame Valverde for that. Kroos has put him under pressure, and it's over here with Zapata. Like Luis Muriel, he's been reduced to getting the ball in areas where he's not going to really and truly be able to hurt Real Madrid. Saying that, Zapata has possession, and he's got to do a lot better there. He's either got to fashion a shot or make sure one of his teammates can strike that. These are the sort of fine margins that Atalanta are failing right now. Pardon me, in my opinion. Does well to shield the ball, does well to actually find some, but it's way too much. Real Madrid do trust themselves playing out from the back, and why would you not trust Luka Modric? Modric just about finds someone, and Varane's tried to get it forward, but he's been disallowed from doing so. 50 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, people. Right, man said he's got school tomorrow. I appreciate that, H. You know, go and get some sleep and go and crush school, my guy. 50 minutes and 50 seconds, though, people. For those of you that are here, Real Madrid 1, Atalanta still 0. Yeah, I like Trent. I think there's too much agenda speaking about Trent. He's a bad boy footballer. I do think there's question marks. You know, he does when he gets ripped, he gets ripped. I do think off the ball he isn't really good enough at times. Would like to see a bit more variety in his game going forward, because I think he has the ability. But yeah, I rate Trent quite highly. I rate Trent. How can you not? Like, he's a very good player. James Justin, how could you forget him? I wanted him when he was at Luton. Lucas Muriel puts a ball into the box, met by the head of Sergio Ramos. Daron's touch didn't help him. Vinicius Jr., a good little bit of trick. That's never a foul. I can't lie, there's some play acting going on by these Atalanta players. And Real Madrid advanced forward. And Vinicius Jr. could do something here. Show me your decision-making. Show me your decision-making. Dips in and out. Can he finish? Oh, my God. That sums him up. That sums up Vinicius Jr. I told you, look, this guy's bookie. Fantastic. He done everything else. He started the move from his own half. He's been played the ball back. He's done the hard part. You just got to hit the target, and he didn't. That's the difference, what you got to do at Real Madrid, you know. Other teams might praise you for that dribble. Real Madrid focus on why he never scored that. And again, he's lucky there's a bit of daylight, because that could have proved costly. Anyway, Zapata in possession. It's here with Atalanta. I can't believe that one. I cannot believe he somehow missed that. How? It's looked harder to me. Did everything. You know, he won the ball back. He's done a little skill. He's looked up. He's found his teammate in Mendy. He's made the forward run. Mendy's played the part. Great pass from Mendy. Set the picture for him. He's turned inside. He's done the hard part. Just has to hit the target. Wrong part of his foot. You've got to caress that one into the far corner. And look at Ramos. Ramos can't believe it. Look, Ramos can't believe it. How, bro? How, bro? How, fam? Bro, how? It doesn't look harder to miss. Benzema on this right-hand side in possession, people. Games have got a bit more exciting in the second half. Benzema, poor decision now. And Atalanta can just about get out and will live to fight another day. Real in possession for Atalanta. Good tackle from, I can't even see from here. They're on the other side of the pitch, but good tackle by Real Madrid, lad. Please make sure you're hitting that like button, people. Big up the 125 of you locked in. 170 likes, 30 more likes, and we can go. We can keep moving. Can't believe that from people. I don't want to harp on about it, but I can't believe that from Vinicius Jr., man. Did everything. That would have been your little moment that people would have remembered in his own little way. Mendy in possession on the edge of Atalanta's area. Finds Vinicius Jr. I thought that was a foul on Vinicius, but it's still in possession. Mendy strikes. Ref, where's the advantage for Real Madrid? There's no advantage. They should have their free kick, but it is what it is, man. What a miss, bro. What a miss. It's opened up a bit, but it's like both teams want to have poor finishing. Zapata. I'm getting bored of that. I'm seeing bare dark arts, but it's the wrong sort of dark arts. People are pretending they've been fouled, holding knees. This ain't what it's about, man. This ain't what it's about. This ain't serious business. It's getting a bit meaty now. It's getting a bit much now. You know, Nacho's acting like he's been shot. It's not that deep. But nonetheless, it is what it is. Make sure you're all hitting that like button, people. Big up to you lot locked in. Man said Enketia. Bro, couldn't finish his dinner. That's what will take him to the next level, and being able to finish that on a more consistent basis. It looks like Grosens is holding his groin or something. I don't know what's going on, if he wants to continue or what. Or there's a substitute. So this would pee me off, you know. Ilicic, you know, that you're not ready. They're trying to make a sub. You're there taking off trackies and that. You didn't want to play. You didn't expect it to happen. You didn't think you was coming on. Probably going to see a decent chunk of additional time added on, people. It's still 1-0. Vinicius Jr. had a brilliant chance to score and make it 2-0. How he missed that, God upstairs knows. Looking again, he's tried to give the keeper the eyes, and it's not banged, man. You know, like, he's hit it with his wrong. Like, come on, bro. Like, fam. Look at Benzema's reaction. Oh, my days. You know, it's difficult being a young man in that environment, but come on now, forget the youngster stuff. Like, come on, finish that. You strike that into, that should be being caressed into that far corner. It is. It's true. It is probably a bit of fatigue. He probably could have had his head. You know, you get a rush of blood. Sometimes you can see the goal and you can picture yourself celebrating already, and it doesn't happen. Ilicic is on in replace of Robin Gosens. It's still 1-0, 2-0 in aggregate to Real Madrid. Benzema in possession, people. 56 minutes and 33 seconds on that clock. Luka Modric said his name too many times today. Benzema to Modric, kept alive. Vasquez finds Modric again. Luka Modric turns on it. Finds Valverde. Real Madrid firmly in the driving seat now, people. They start a lot of stuff they weren't doing in the first half. They're now doing it, you know. And I think this has gone away from Atalanta now, you know. Atalanta, I think they're going to look back and think we should have probably gambled a bit more. At this point, you're staring down the barrel of elimination. You've got half an hour to go. You need to gamble. You get one goal, you create a bit of nerves towards the end of it. You know, you got to gamble a bit, and there needs to be a bit more quality, in my humble opinion. Saying that, you know, Real Madrid have tried to break, and Atalanta have done very well to cut out that threat, and now they can advance. The problem is they ain't got too many numbers forward, and the men that are in that can do something. Look where Luis Moreau is. He's not going to hurt them from that angle. He's just going to get doubled up against. He's going to have to play with his back to goal, and you can see stuff like this happens. Atalanta are making errors, and Vinicius Jr. could get his goal now. Oh! Is it a free kick or a penalty? I can't lie. That one there looks like it's going to have to go to VAR. It's a yellow card. It did look like it was in the area. Atalanta again inventing their own problems, people. You know, losing the ball carelessly, poor on the transition. Vinicius Jr., who has been bright in that road runner, does very well to break. And it looked like it happened outside the area. Yes. Oh, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Because it's like his left leg starts it, his second leg finishes him off. His second leg is in the box. Look, he's collapsed him. He's tried to do the dark arts thing. It ain't banged. He's tried to trip him up. He's evaded it, and he's made sure it's happened. You know, you can't get away with them thing there in VAR. It is a penalty, 100%. He's got bagged. He got caught in HD. You can't. It's a pen, man. That's a pen. That's a pen. That's a pen. Sergio Ramos, Mr. Clutch, steps up for it. Will he score it? His future is in a lot of debate. There's still a penalty check going on as he waits, so it's a bit nervous. You know, his future is in debate. He's had injuries and whatnot. Chance to give Real Madrid some real daylight and really kill off the game. Penalty check done. Ramos strikes. Ramos scores. Mr. Clutch. Game done. Atalanta football is dead. There's no romance. You do stuff like this, you're never going to go through. Two stupid mistakes for Atalanta today. Ultimately, the pressure has been too tough, and that's coming from the captain. Stupid from him. You know, it's not just him. They lost the ball in the midfield. That, as byproduct of that, led to that mistake happening. To go with the keeper's dumbness. You know, they've not been at it today, and this is where you need to show it. You know, Vinicius Jr. wins the penalty. Should have had a goal in his own right. Game's wrapped, man. Game's wrapped. Bro, he got caught in HD. You know, you can get away with that on Sunday League. You know, I try to do them things. You know, you got to make sure the man goes down. And he tried to say it happened outside. If there's no VAR, you might have been able to blag the ref. Like, yeah, it happened outside. But HD, you're getting caught. You can't do them things again. It's like pulling people in the box. You can't do these things again. It is what it is. Bro, stupid. And this is what you can't do in the Champions League. And they've got a stick or twist. Oh, I can't lie. That's an L still. Imagine making the mistake and getting clipped. Gasperini ain't got no time for that. He ain't got no time for that. Captain instantly subbed. They're going to go more offensive. They have to go for it now. They have to. Long ball forward, not go for it like that. That's just not sensible, is it? So you're not even giving Zapata half a chance. Absolute crazy, man. I think Sergio Ramos is saying he wants to come off after 10 minutes. He's going 10-10. I can't imagine what that means beyond that. Anyways, people, 60 minutes and 50 seconds. Real Madrid 2, 3-0 on aggregate. Atlanta 0. Specific to this game, once again, Real Madrid 2, Atalanta 0. And it's looking wrapped up now, man. If you didn't know already, you know, it's looking wrapped up, really and truly. Madrid versus Atalanta. Let me make sure I'm writing my notes for Friday's edition of the Deluded podcast. The latest episode dropped today. Make sure you check that out on Spotify and Apple. You know, Atalanta, 2 stupid mistakes. Seniors, bright game, 1 pen, but decision making, man. Pardon me, Modric / Kroos clinic. Pardon me, and they've gone with an extra midfielder. It is what it is. No, I don't know about that. But yeah, people, it is what it is, man. You know, this is a difference. You know, Real Madrid, for me, they ain't had to do. They've probably made this two-legged tie harder than it needs to be. But this is the difference between experience. You know, you can't make certain mistakes, especially in the second leg of a must-win game. You can't. You know, football. This ain't Disneyland. Fantastic pass from their number 18 though into the path of Muriel. But again, you know, looking back, I'm sure they'll say, why are you're giving it to Muriel in some dumb areas? Good improvisation from him to take the throw in quickly, and Real Madrid have done well to kite out. But again, Muriel's having to receive it on the left wing. Zapata's in dead areas. You need these players centrally where they can actually shoot, man. You need the other players to do things like that. Good passing from Atalanta, though. You have to get a shot away. That has to go in. You know, Zapata's probably offside, but this tells you there's still something. They fashioned a little chance there. You know, you're playing for pride. You're not going to get 3 goals, but you at least mash up the clean sheet. At least do something. Shady has said, big up DG. Sorry, couldn't catch up with you, bro. Just got my third child, and big up from Amsterdam, everyone. Big up yourself first and foremost. A child is a blessing, man. Come on, you're having a kid, my guy. You can miss that. So yeah, on behalf of everybody locked in, blessings to your young one and everyone else. Hope everyone's in good health and continues such. Big up yourself for tuning in, though, man. It is where it is. On that, though, 63 minutes and 10 seconds, it does look like Ramos did do the 10 minutes thing. He has now come off, and Milito has come on in his place, the football manager legend. Ramos kisses Zidane on the cheek. Okay. And the done from AFTV comes on now. At centre half. Almost at 200 likes, people. Come on, man. Where are we now? Let me see where we're at. 184, so close, but ultimately so far, people. Please hit the like button. Real Madrid's Valverde busting a gut down this right-hand side, puts a ball into the box. Mendy cuts back. Vinicius Jr. keeps it in possession, needs to calm down. Benzema takes it off him, and it will calm down with Kroos. Saying that, Kroos for probably the first time today is giving the ball away cheaply, and Atalanta can counter. But there's just a sea of white shirts. There's 5-6 Real Madrid man back. Somehow Zapata's done well to find his colleague Morel. But again, there's nothing he can do. And he looks to find Zapata again. That's them frustrated ones where neither's getting the ball. We might as well try bust each other. Zapata can't capitalize again on Real Madrid misplacing the ball. And Real Madrid are trying to counter. And Vinicius Jr. is enjoying himself now. As you can see, he can do all of these, the flicks and tricks and that. But we need end product, bro. Toni Kroos is starting to play quite poor. I'm not going to lie. That's it. Big up Cecil, man. I don't know why, man can't even get on an AFTV interview again, but it is what it is. Hello, Madrid. We got the Real Madrid fans in good spirits out here, and as you should be. Your captain scored, your guy Benzema's on 70 goals in the Champions League. I don't know what dead celebration Ramos and Lucas Vazquez were doing. It needs a bit of seasoning, but fair play. You can celebrate how you want. Atalanta on this left-hand side, dangerous little ball from Morel into the box, and it's cannoned off a Real Madrid man for an Atalanta throw-in. Atalanta on this right-hand side, Zapata. The intention was there. The 1-2 layoff wasn't there enough, man. And they will have a corner, again, probably too little, too late, but encouraging signs from Atalanta. Like I said, at least have to mash up the clean sheet. At least has to mash up the clean sheet. Come on, Shady, man. And there's more love there from Clement. Congratulations and all them things there. Corner from Atalanta, in swinger. Decent ball into the box. Never going to trouble Courtois. And he will take the sting out of that. And the game is what it is, people. It's 2-0. Job is done, really and truly. Wonder if we'll see more subs. You can, just as I said that, the screen has panned over to the young Ouedraogo and Asensio. I would love to know what Zidane deems Vinicius Jr. has over Ouedraogo as to why he starts. I'm not saying he shouldn't. I'm not saying he should. I just would like to know, really, because I don't think Ouedraogo's amazing, but I think he's better than him. Atalanta advancing with possession, people. Not for the first time I've said that, but again, it's too slow. It's too patient. You're just allowing Real Madrid to sit. Still in possession on the edge of Real Madrid's area, though, people. Still on the edge of Real Madrid's area. Come on, people. Like Shady has said, he's thanking everyone and hit the like button. Zapata has forced a good save. Apologies, people, to deny. Courtois has been forced to make a good save from Zapata. They need more of that. Less of this patient Disneyland channel stuff. Get out your feet and have a dig, man. First thing, apart from collecting that cross, what else has he had to do? And he's onside as well. He's onside. I suppose they need to wake up. It's a lovely pass. The eyes did everyone. He just needs to put that either side of Courtois. D is saying, Atalanta let me down. Top 5 goal scoring team in Europe and no goals. It's not over to the fat lady sings, man. You still got a lot of time. I say that to give you motivation. 67 minutes and 15 seconds. Toni Kroos has found Benzema. Benzema looks up. The pass to Mendy isn't on anymore. And he finds Lucas Vazquez on the run. Vazquez puts it in first time. Benzema score. Oh, Benzema misses his first effort. Then he hits the post. And it's a fantastic bit of play. Ilitic is in possession. And Atalanta now a chance to get out of their box. Zapata kicks it out of possession. But what a bit of play, man. No, I'm just saying in general with Mohamed, because it looks like Redrago is ahead of him in the pecking order whenever I watch Real Madrid. So I'd love to just generally know why. I'm not criticizing. I'd just like to know why that is the case. Fantastic bit of play from Real Madrid. Benzema almost headed home. Good save from the third choice keeper. Follow-up header clips the post. You know, good contest. Couldn't ask any more from the keeper. Couldn't ask any more from the striker in Benzema. He does all he can twice. You know, he did all he can. Just one of those things, man. But that's what you wanted to see. This is what I would like to have seen from Real Madrid in the first half. They made another sub, Vinicius Jr., who's had a bright second half and generally had a bright game. You should have scored, but you still need to pattern your end product, but you've been good. Fellow Brazilian Redrago enters the fray. My guy, I think this guy is better, but I think he's more timid than Redrago. I'll give him that. One thing I like about Vinicius Jr., Vinicius Jr. seems to have more confidence than him, in my opinion. Lucas Vasquez, I thought he held on to the ball too long and he's dispossessed. And now Zapata can latch onto it. You know, Zapata's done quite poorly there. I must admit, is the pitch overwatered because players keep losing their feet now in the second half, keep losing their footing, better yet, and just sliding and slipping, sliding all over the place. 69 minutes on the clock, people. Toni Kroos denied from striking it. Play continue. What? You've given that against Toni Kroos. That play should have continued. Both of them have hit each other up. What's all that? It looks like Vinicius is feeling a bit of a knock. Raw. This ref's moving a bit shaky, man. He's played quite well, but he's been frustrated, man. It was always going to be a frustrating game for him, especially if they played like this. But I don't think they've given their strikers anything really to work with, not even scraps. Ain't even giving some woolly beef and rice or some mackerel and rice. Ain't giving them nothing, like nothing. And that looked like a cheap foul, and it's given against Real Madrid. Valverde, 2 hands on there. You know, he's been on a one-man crusade to see who he can get in a fight with in a positive sense, just putting his hands all over everybody. Way too touchy-feely on this football field for everybody, but if that's how he likes to play, that's how he likes to play. We're at 193 likes, people. We're just shy of 200. There's 20 minutes left, 7 more likes, and we've done what we've needed to do. So let's carry on in that vein. Atalanta have a set piece over here, and again, Courtois will just meet that into his path, and it's done. And again, people, 70 minutes in, Real Madrid have upped the ante. They've been better, way better in the second half, in my opinion. And just like that, Modric has found Lucas Vasquez. Vasquez has tried to find the on-running. Oh, it's a good pass into Benzema. Benzema is ultimately a goal kick. Runs out of ground. Good bit of play from Real Madrid. Gent next door, love for that super chat. You said respect DG, always bringing the heat. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you, my guy. You know, morning and night, you're in my live streams, offering your opinions and listening and all of those sort of things there. So I appreciate that, and everybody else who's of the same vein. Bro, dark arts. I was thinking that, but I thought, you know what? I don't want you lot to think I'm Cristiano Ronaldo at Man United before he turned good when he was diving all the time. I did think there was an opportunity there to leave the leg trailing. Mendy. Good pass from Mendy, but it's to the wrong guy. You know, Toni Kroos isn't trying to run down the flank and run onto that. It is what it is. 71 minutes and 23 seconds into this game, people. It's still 2-0 to Real Madrid, 3-0 on aggregate. Atalanta have restarted play, people. And again, they play good football and that, but it's all right. It's nothing really. Like, you can just tell they've lost it tactically now. They've lost the battle, you know. Real Madrid have the better game management. For whatever you say about Real Madrid and their own problems, you can tell they're significantly more experienced players in one team than the other. Redrago does well physically. Ref, that's a foul. Redrago does very well, and it's a stupid foul from the Atalanta man to concede. And especially just gives Real Madrid the ball so they can take it quickly. You know, Vinicius Jr. has done very well. There clearly is a foul. I don't know what my man was doing there. Pardon me. And I don't know what kind of clearance that was from Atalanta. It looks like they'll just about get away with it, though. And even that header, what the hell is going on? You lot are moving shaky. Deron will kick it off for a throw-in for Real Madrid. You know, Atalanta are looking very nervous now. Gasperini has a job on his hands trying to calm down his players. You know, as good as Real Madrid are, I think there's more questions for Atalanta as to why they've been poor today. I think they could have got something out of this game. We all did. Play continue. I think the ref shagged them there. I think it probably would have been better letting Atalanta play. It's a stupid foul to concede by Nacho. He was late, and it is what it is. Shady has said DG has always been the truth, and we love you, my guy, for being you, brother. I appreciate that, my guy. I really do appreciate that. I'm not just saying that for lip service. You know, it does keep a place in his heart. So this is why I keep coming each and every time, man. So I appreciate the support you guys give me. But like I said, Nacho's conceded a yellow card, people. There's 73 minutes and 15 seconds on this clock. It just looks like, you know, Real Madrid just waiting for the game to end. They've done what they've needed to do. I'm not going to lie. Atalanta, they look like they're defeated. They're out of ideas. They're frustrated. They're nervous. There's all the emotions you can think of. I think one player's going through them. And look at that. Because if you wasn't going through emotions, I'm pretty sure in their domestic league, that ball goes over the top, is met with a head. It's just, you know, Sunday, you don't see them things in Sunday league. How you don't, you're told in football, don't duck. You ducked, and Real Madrid could have been in. And Real Madrid look like they're playing with babies now. Toni Kroos is playing lovely passes where in his head he knows he's putting his teammates under pressure. Toni Kroos to Benzema. Benzema, lovely pass out there to Lucas Vazquez. Lucas Vazquez has acres of time and space. Takes on his man. Probably got too many ideas, and he's dispossessed for that ball rather cheaply. And Luis Moreal could lead the charge, and it's good play from him, and they could be on the counter, but there has to be quality on the passes. No one messed this up. You know, they're trying quite hard. They probably played the wrong pass, and that doesn't look like it's a corner. That looks like it. This looks like it's gone out for a throw, in my opinion, for a goal kick. Or did it come off a man? That could never be Atlanta corner. And I don't think that's a foul from Nacho. Ilitic looked like he tried to, you know, when you try to do, that's a corner. That looked like it came off there, man. But Ilitic complaining about being hurt. It looked like he tried to do Nacho and he collapsed himself. Poor corner from Montreal. And again, you have to ask, why the hell is Montreal taking them? Why is your striker, who is a threat in the box and a threat from aerial situations, why is he taking the set piece? What's going on, man? You'd have to take that one up there with Robbie, man. I don't know, whatever. Benzema, Lewandowski, you know, come on now. Benzema certified, but come on. Lewandowski is a serious shooter in front of goal. Luka Modric, lovely pass. Finds Benzema. Benzema's baggy touch doesn't help him. And Atalanta could counter-attack and have a chance. Zapata's in. Big save from Courtois. That is the first real chance away from the other one that Zapata had. He should be finishing his dinner. You could have made yourself a hero. You could have made for it to be a late flourish. And now Real Madrid are on the counter-attack. Lucas Vazquez. Apologies, Rodrigo. And again, wrong decision from him. This is why none of these young players they've bought are really banging right now. Big save from Courtois. Really, Zapata. He scores a lot of goals. He scores goals for fun. Should do a lot better. Toni Kroos surely should get a yellow card. He's absolutely taking out the Atalanta, man. Probably, but the same way, I personally think people underrate Lewandowski's ability to do that. Lewandowski's general play. You know, Lewandowski's got free kicks, and, you know, as I hear that, my guy. And I'm not saying Benzema don't score goals. We all know he does. He's got 70 in the Champions League. But for me, Lewandowski's getting me stupid amount of goals. So I would be happy with either one, but I'd say I just rate Lewandowski that bit higher than Benzema. Benzema got the streets, though. Atalanta in possession, people. 76 minutes and 40 seconds on that clock. As confirmed, if I didn't make it clear, Toni Kroos has received a booking. Valverde tries to find Benzema. Poor pass. Didn't have any hope. Pardon me. You know, the ref isn't helping Atalanta. You know, he's calling free kicks when there's no advantage for them. It is what it is. 77 minutes into this game, people. And yeah, it's like they just want the game to end. 198 likes. Come on, people. There's 2 likes needed and we've hit our target, people. Who's going to be the lucky 2? Because I know there's probably knowing this, there's probably 100 of you ain't hit the like button. Ball forward. Montreal strikes. Corner. You know, I feel sorry for Montreal. I think he's worked very hard. He ain't had no clear-cut chances. He ain't had nothing to work with. And again, he's going to take a corner. Listen, if he's your designated corner taker, what can I tell you? But I know if I'm chasing the game and I need goals, I would want my goal scorer in the box or someone who can score goals in the box. But nonetheless, he takes a corner. It's a better corner this time, and it sells just past everybody. And Luis Vasquez concedes it, and it will be a throw-in a dangerous area to Atalanta. I wonder if they'll try a long throw. No, they're looking for an option. Oh, finds his option. Can he deliver a ball into the box? He can. It's kept alive. Muriel here on the left-hand side, Real Madrid's right. Can he get a delivery into the box? No, he can't. It's a very good tackle from a Real Madrid man. And now they could be on the counter-attack. Valverde's by himself, though. Can he get his head up and find Benzema, who has joined him? Can he be cool enough to find out a teammate behind him? He does. And while it will slow down the attack, it will allow Real Madrid to get bodies in decent areas. City bringing on Aguero, Sterling, Laporte, Fernandinho, and Zinchenko. Squad depth, quality squad depth. Must be nice for some. Lucas Vasquez in possession, people. I think he's enjoying himself today. Actually, a good pass, but Rodrigo did well to get onto that, and so did the defender. And the defender did even better to step in front of Valverde and start a counter-attack for Atalanta. I appreciate that, Shady. DG is a genuine Arsenal supporter, and we love the way he breaks down things. I appreciate that, man. 79 minutes and 10 seconds on this clock, people. It looks like Asensio will be coming on for Real Madrid. For who? I don't know. I would guess Toni Kroos. It probably would be Valverde by that logic. Ilicic, Zapata, and Muriel have tried to start a good counter-attack. It ain't banged, people. We finally hit 200 people. Let's see if we can hit a record for this individual live stream. So everything else is gravy. We're at 203. You know, let's keep pushing that. Let's keep moving that one there, people. Thank you very much for everyone who's bothered to hit the like button. It's nice to hit the target each and every time, people. You know, nothing worse than setting a target and not hitting it. Fortunately, so far in my YouTube career, if I've said 300 likes, 200 likes, whatever likes, you lot make sure it gets done. So I appreciate you lot, man. Keep it going. So nice. I have to reload this comment twice. Keep it going, people. 80 minutes, 10 minutes on the clock, people. Do or die time, kill or die time, as Vibes Cartel has a song about, people. Elite song. All go stream that and free the world, boss. And them things there, but 80 minutes and 15 seconds is stick or twist Atlanta at some point. They've got to make more of a meal of it, man. You got to, you know, at this point, what's the point? You might as well 3-1's looking better than 2-0, in my opinion. I'd look to be trying to risk take, man. I wouldn't want Courtois to walk away with a clean sheet because I don't feel he deserve one in the first leg. Zapata, can he get something? Tries to return the ball, doesn't meet anybody but the feet of Toni Kroos, who finds Rodrigo. Rodrigo almost puts his teammate under pressure. Mendy almost puts, in turn, Nacho under pressure. You know, a couple of bits of complacency from Real Madrid, but it looks like it's enough. Good tackle there by Cecil. Melito, apologies. Big up Cecil, man. Ilicic. Modric. That's never... Come on, ref. Are we playing football or what? That's never a foul from Varane. Whoever made that tackle. That's a... Come on, man. Come on, man. I tried to be, man. We say no Lacazette. I scored 20 league goals. Shout out Lacazette. I love Lacazette. Another substitute, people. It looks like it's the end of the day for Valverde, as I thought it probably would be, you know. Modric and Kroos have been doing their thing. Asensio will enter the fray. And he's the sort of guy to get that third and final sucker punch in this leg. 81 minutes and 40 seconds, people. Real Madrid 2, Atalanta 0. Job done firmly for Zidane. Professional performance, more or less. And play will restart with a free kick in a dangerous area for Atalanta. Why BT are showing me substitutes, I don't know. I want to see if someone can hit the target and put this free kick in. You know, like I said, I would like to see Atalanta score. I think they at least deserve that. But who knows? Right, I've never seen that. Oh! What a goal for Muriel. He deserves that because he ain't had nothing. What a free kick. Oh my God. I was just about to say, I haven't ever seen a set piece routine like that. Derone and a couple of Atlanta man just ran into the wall essentially. And maybe that created the necessary diversion You know, it pays off on the training ground. The only thing that's probably gone right, what a free kick. He's deserved that. You have deserved that, because you know, no, I'm not just capping and saying this because he scored. I keep saying he's been working hard. And again, probably too little, too late, but you never know what could happen. Atalanta are making some substitutes. Will it be too little, too late? I don't know. It seems like there's a problem with the board. They want to restart quickly. It seems like a madness has happened. But what a goal that was. My word, you know. At least, listen, what a finish. And it makes that, you know, take your pick. You know, one of the two goals they conceded, both were avoidable, but one could have definitely been avoidable. Bro, what a finish, bro. Sorry for the screaming and that, people. Obviously, only in certain circumstances. Well, let me stop. This is PG. But yeah, you get the point, man. Yeah, bro, it's a banger, fam. It's a banger. Like I was saying, I never seen that before. Not that I haven't seen a bad boy freak. He's been subbed as well. Madness. But not that I haven't seen that before, but it just was a madness. Like, it was the running, it was the way the Atalanta man ran into the wall, ran outside of the wall, and then the strike. You know, it probably doesn't pay off again, but it will. On the counter-attack goal, Real Madrid, and they could actually get a third here. Asensio, what did I say? He's the sort of guy to come onto the pitch and score. And, you know, you're most vulnerable when you've just scored. Asensio has ended any talk of a bit of a fight back. Real Madrid 3, Atalanta 1, 84 minutes and 10 seconds on this clock. Once again, Atalanta cheap mistakes, switching off, and Real Madrid have looked way better in the second half. It's good for Asensio to score. He's had a tough time with injuries, a torrid time. You know, second half, Real Madrid, scary counter-attacks, man. Scary counter-attacks, people. I say this, I don't cap. This is why I like live streams, because I hate to say I told you so, but I understand football. I told you, look, that's happening. Asensio's coming on and scoring. Keeper probably be disappointed. He's beaten a bit too easily there for me. You know, the maddest thing is, all of them goals there were avoidable. Every goal that Real Madrid have scored have been every Madrid goal. I'm going to make sure I say this on my podcast on Friday. Make sure you follow me on Apple and Spotify. Was avoidable. You know, big up Muriel for that free kick as well, people. No, Jen, I can see your comment. I rate him, but you know, for me, it's like I rate bare players. I rate Martial, I rate Dembele, I rate Asensio, and I know all of these situations are not linked. There's injuries, there's all other talking points, but for me, I get bored. Like, there comes a point I need to see levels, and I know Asensio's had injuries and things. I think he's a wavy player. He's wavy. I rate him. He scores bangers and that, but I need to see it now, innit? Like, I get bored of talking. Maybe it's the Arsenal impatience. I get bored of talking about the same guys year in, year out. Are they going to do something or not? But quality keeper. Zidane's substitutions always work. I appreciate that. And you're right. Goal is saying goalkeeper is poor. Facts. Aaron Smith is saying, for all the effort DG puts in, the least we can do is hit the like button. I rate that, man. A has said DG rates the technical man. Maiji, come on, bro. Football's about technique and that, man. What a goal for Muriel. Look at that. Could Courtois have done better? Could he have done better? I don't know, man. I think that's a fantastic set piece. You know, them things there, you try it 10 times a season, 9 times out of 10 it don't bang. 1 time it does. And I think that's the only thing Atalanta have done right. You know, every goal they've conceded could be avoidable. They've engineered their own mistakes. And if they are to be in the Champions League next year, they need to learn from this. It's true, he does his thing. Now, you just want to see from Asensio some consistency in terms of, by God's grace, he's kept fit, and then you can judge him, really. Talented boy, talented player. Real Madrid have conceded possession. Atalanta have a throw-in a dangerous area. 87 minutes on this clock, people. In a second, it's about to be 87. And to be fair, Atalanta are still pouring forward. Like I said, I'd rather lose 2-0 than 3-1. By that logic, is happening, but that goal was avoidable. Atalanta strikes. It looked like this brother's got a beaky left foot. When he strikes it, it looks like he's dipping, but it bended off. 3 minutes, assuming there's no extra time, people. 87 minutes and a bit of change on the clock. At least they did, man. At least they did. Liam said, my phone died and I missed 2 goals. Pain. You got to do the highlights, bro. Muriel's goal, absolute peach of a strike. And then the boy Asensio came off the bench and got his goal. 87 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, people. Once again, thank you very much to all of you lot that have tuned in, and I appreciate all the support you lot give me each and every time. As you lot know, I'll be back again for tomorrow, Chelsea versus Atletico, and I'll be back before that at 11:30 a.m. to preview Arsenal's Europa League game and talk about any talking points. In the meantime, you might as well take in the DG podcast, Spotify and Apple and that, and make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe buttons on everything while you're at it. Atalanta put a cross into the box. It's dealt with by Varane. You know, it looked like a foul on a Real Madrid man there. Ref has continued play. You know, you're at that point where Atalanta are getting frustrated. You know, they just won the ball back and lost their footing. It's getting a bit mad. I see where you're coming from, Shady, but I think the keeper could have done better there. He's beating at his near post. He's only really got one place to really strike, man. Bro, Zidane knows what he's doing in the Champions League. I don't know what sort of bug tactics he does, but he knows the Champions League as a player and as a manager. So it is what it is. You know, Asensio always scores bangers, and it is what it is, man. Big up Liam for winning the prediction game, you know. 3-2 to Real was my prediction. Unfortunately, you didn't see the goals, but you got your prediction spot on. Big up to you. Don't count your chickens yet, because there might even be a next goal in this. Who knows? Luka Modric's one possession, and Modric can start an attack. Benzema, Modric loses out. First time Modric's probably lost the ball today. Modric and Toni Kroos completely sandwiched an Atalanta man. 100% a foul for Atalanta. 100% a foul. Absolutely sandwiched him. Try to take off his neck. My word. Hey, Miguel, big up to yourself. Yeah, I don't know why you're so keen on the hello business, but don't know. You got signal, my guy. I can hear you. Atalanta in possession on this right-hand side. Long ball forward to Zapata. Dream chasing. Not a confident clear-outs, however, by Varane. Nonetheless, it got the job done. Atalanta have a throw-in on this right-hand side. Ilicic. Poor pass from him, but it's disguised because it's actually somehow got back to its man. Ilicic in possession. You know, Atlanta can play ball, but playing football isn't enough, man. You got to try. It's like what I've seen from Atlanta over this 90 minutes. I don't really get the vibe you've wanted to score a goal. There's been no intent from everybody. You play good football, but that doesn't correlate to scoring goals or looking like you want to strike it. Tried more in this second half. I think Real Madrid were a bit lackluster in the first. They've been on this thing in the second. Credit where due. What an absolute peach of a goal it was. What a goal from Real, man. I have to do my bit for the interaction worldwide, man, for his name. What a finish. Can't even spell your name, boy. So let me check on this thing. Let me not even cap. What's your name, Real? M-U. There we go. Somebody's added me about Tyrese John Jules and said I ain't ever gonna hear his name without hearing delete. Big up Jen's blames, man. Hey man, you look killed me with that social stuff. We're into the 90 people. We're into the 5 minutes of that. You know, in fact, there's 4 minutes left of that 5 minutes. Goal is saying Atalanta in the mud. He has looked a bit shaky. It's that, you know, that age group, them little Isco ballers, they didn't really take off. I don't know why it ain't happened for Isco, man. Had a good career, won a big player, but I don't know, man. Big up the Twitch gang. As I said, thank you very much for tuning in Viper via Twitch. Deluded, 187 on that. Just waiting for this game to die out in truth. And Benzema, can he get another goal? Can Real Madrid get another goal? Plays in with Drago. Drago's met by a good save by the keeper. Asensio's left foot probably shagged him there. If he hits that first time with his right, he probably scores. And the chance is dead for Real Madrid. Not that it matters. It is free. Real Madrid 3, better yet, Atalanta 1, 4-1 on aggregate. I don't know what that centre half Militao tried to do, but that was a calam attempt at trying to find out his man, and it's given Atlanta and presented them with a chance to attack. There's a sea of white shirts pursuing Zapata, but he's a man on a mission. He's done quite well there, as has Varane, to just read what he's tried to do. Curse of the commentator because he's read the game, but he's giving it straight back to Ilicic. It's here with Zapata. Zapata gets it to Monreal. Sorry, the defender and it's cleared, people. We're into about just over 2 minutes of this game now. Real Madrid 3, Atalanta 1. Benzema in possession. They're enjoying themselves slightly, man. The attacking players have taken their foot off the gas a long time ago. I'm seeing extra touches. I'm seeing skills and the rest of it. Modric, Varane, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, Asensio. Don't lose it. Gives it back to Luka Modric. You know, Isco doesn't have to worry at all. He's got the trophies, but I just don't think he's hit the heights, man. Trust me. In fact, I don't even think it's a strike. I think it's True River, but I don't even think it's been the strikers. You got to feed your strikers, right, bro? You need to feed your strikers. For me, it'll always be Messi as long as he kicks a ball. But I see where you're going with Neymar, and I always scream Neymar and Mbappe are the best in the world for me. Everyone's in the best of the world for me, so I see where you're going with that, Prince. 3 minutes and 30 seconds out of the 5 minutes added on, people. Real Madrid 3, sorry. Atalanta 1, 4-1 on aggregate. I don't know why that screenshot. And I don't know why the light is on this. What the hell is going on with the phone? Anyways, people, 3 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock of this last added on time. Please make sure we're getting those like buttons in, people. It's been a fantastic watch with you guys. You know, the second half has been better. Lackluster a bit in the first, but we got through it. Got through it in the end. Atalanta. To be fair, they've kept trying, and it's just been lacking quality. And speaking of lacking quality again, lost the ball. Asensio, we're into the final minute, people. Last 30 seconds, in fact. And, you know, Asensio just says, you know, I've grabbed my goal, bro. Mendy, take that. There's no need to run forward, man. Let's just manage out this game. Varane gives it back to Courtois. And still half a minute, people. Shady is saying, I got some homeboys in Spain and they're telling me that Zidane is gone by the weekend, bro. Who knows? Keen to see developments on that. 15 seconds left, people. Luka Modric. Benzema. Cute flicks now from these Real Madrid players, people. Cute little flicks. Haaland the best. Eric. Allegri. Oh, it could be good, but I think Allegri needs the squad, man. Toni Kroos. Again, we're now into the 5 minutes, people. It is now over, people. Once again, Real Madrid have won this second leg encounter with Atlanta, 3-1. They win 4-1 on aggregate. My thoughts in that game, Atlanta huffed and puffed. There was no real intention for them to score. You know, they made 3 cheap mistakes, really and truly, in conceding those goals. The only thing I think they did well was Muriel scoring the free kick. I think they starved their strikers. Either way, Real Madrid done the business. It was a shaky first leg, and they put respect on themselves. I think they were way better in the second half. You know, Benzema makes the difference, gets his 70th Champions League goal. Sergio Ramos proving once again why he's so clutch and grabs a goal as well. Vinicius Jr. for me had a good game apart from the end product at times. It looks like Benzema's injured, by the way. Commiserations to Atlanta. You gave a good account of yourselves generally. For me, you've let yourselves down in the second leg. You've been a bit toothless. You made some stupid mistakes. You've not really offered any quality in the final third. You was better in the first leg. I think you've psyched yourselves out of this game as well. Ultimately, you didn't take the chances you had. You know, Zapata had a couple. They probably should have bagged in the first 2 minutes. It is what it is in that regards, people. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody who stayed to tune in. I appreciate all the likes. People, please make sure you're here you're here tomorrow, you know, in 24 hours from 7:30 p.m. UK time, whatever time you guys are at. We're there for the Chelsea versus Atletico. Please make sure you're over there, you're hitting your reminders and you're hitting the like button, regardless if you're going to be there or not. 11:30 a.m. UK time. I'm back again in terms of Arsenal sort of live streams and things. So yeah, big up to everyone who's hit the like button, supported and watched this game with me in whatever capacity, wherever you're from. Thank you very much. But for now, people, deluded, I'm out.